Alright, so I've just flown in on this car. Managed to not hit any of the mines that are apparently in this minefield. Boom. Nice car. Be a shame if it was to blow up! Oh, don't hit the pedestrian.
Good morning, night city, a day in the light.
And I didn't crash this time, yay. Go us. The client just interacts with the AI to do whatever they want, so they're basically a human robot. It's, you know, modern day prostitution in Cyberpunk. That's what they were talking about.
Sad.
Go eat a dick, Johnny.
Ha.
They think they remember nothing.
Oh, come on. It's broken. Never mind. Alright, Mr. Aussie dude.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
I don't want to sound rude, but that's what happens when you try and spread your religion onto other people. Well, I'm not here to chat. What can I do to help? Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Velena.
I bring the pain. From in there, insert joke about finally coming out of the closet. Man, even I love these games, but even I'm getting a little bit over the dialogue at the moment. Morrigan disapproves. Come on, Morrigan. Stop being so hateful of all the good things that we're doing. We're the hero. The undead ass will become dead ass once again. Fireball. There we go. So we've gone from extreme dialogue to extreme combat. Check on Barry. We will. We'll check on Barry. Decisions we make. Ah, look out! Here he comes. Such a loyal motorbike. Give me a little belly rub. Rub his tummy. Well, I do have a secret weapon that I'm going to try and use. Let me just equip my secret weapon. Come on, hit him, you dickhead. There's no escapism. It's too real, man. It's too real. The Ministry of Mechanics. Ah. We're fighting a car. We're literally fighting a car. You think you can nail the core? No? Okay. For science, let's find out. Damn, girl.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
Oh yeah, I'm right. Roller coaster, roller coaster, roller coaster. Oh yeah. Not every day you get to go on a roller coaster ride with Keanu. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. That's a big grin. That's a big grin on his face. Yeah, she pregnant. Yeah. Are you pregnant? No, just fat. And parry their moves. Like that. Problem is, I'm not good enough to do that reliably. They're really draining my confidence here. Fight it. Yeah. I believe in you, Stormtrooper.
Better double back and tell the squad.
Not with that attitude, you're not getting across it. I'll help you. Here you go. Oh, he didn't make it. Come here, you stupid rat thing. Hit the prickly floaty bush. Yeah, that's it. This way. Balance beam.
You're not getting out of here alive.
Ooh.
This one's mine.
Haha. Good, he's fighting him too. Teamwork, yeah, see, we can be friends. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh Oh dear, don't lose the lightsaber, Cal. I love that thing. Like USB-C, it doesn't matter which way you plug it in, it just works. Into the nest. Ugh, don't use words like nest, that's definitely going to be creepy. Don't touch the nipples, you're getting serious illness. Yes, mind the nips. The architect intends to free the Darkspawn. So far, I'm trusting him. I did not expect that. Damn. Alright, let's clean up some tentacles. Some WoW dungeon, get the loot. I've got to use WoW raid tactics as well at the moment. Fight these little buggers. I'll get the big bish. Slap her. Oh, hang on. I could have walked down here the whole time. It's a bit harsh. Johnny, come on, be nice. You're very sentimental at the moment, Kerry.
What's the occasion?
Didn't spot, Johnny. Thanks for putting that out. How's the serenity? Let's wreck it! Yeah! Yeah, that's pretty nasty water. That's nasty!
Come here, kid.
Yeah, I'd be pretty damn nervous about it. Go easy! This is hangover type material. This is getting way out of control. Ah! Ew! Oh my god, so much fail in this game. Except I got hit by a car. Always get hit by damn cars. The Grizz, when you glitch through the map, you fell all the way into oblivion. Fade to black, then all of a sudden, you're on a rickety cart, and you unfades. Hey, he's finally awake, and you're in Skyrim.
How's it going?
Rogue's got one hell of a walk on her. She walks, she means business. We're doing fine today, although we've just experienced some rough news in the story. So, Nakamura, no, shut up, go away, we're busy.
Do not make me wait.
Dude, you are definitely waiting. We are not going there anytime soon. We are definitely glad that you're up at 5 AM. Maybe we can make the early morning that little bit better. And that's exactly, you are correct, Sparkle Sauce. I just jump off and hope that I don't fuck it up. We will get revenge on this dickhead. you look ridiculous. Get out of the way. And she's just sort of banged it. Drive carefully.
Come on in Night City, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
Somehow use my sister to get higher ranks. We'll have to find out. Oh, knock it off. Haven't I told you not to talk about my sister that way? This ain't no hentai game. Calm down. I meant the plural. What is the plural for Santa Clauses? And is there a collective noun for Santa Clauses? Santai. Alright, cool. The plural for Santa is Santai. I like it. And what's the collective noun? A sack? A sack of Santai. A Christmas of Santai. Oh, that's a good one, Don. Well, I don't exactly have a house, you see?
My apologies.
I will not. My victories have earned me your respect.
Your skills are impressive.
I'm the victim here. I was kidnapped.
You do not speak until the Shapers have judged you.
Get you, get you. Where did you even come from? Eat my big bullets! Throw a nade up there for you and for you. Who else we got? One up there. Get him, nade. Yeah, that's how we do it. Whoop, whoop. Sure we'll manage this time, because we are very mighty. You shall not summon any golems. Whoop, never mind, there's still one coming anyway. Watch out, Sigrun. You're the one detecting the traps and stepping on them. Oh, so Venom, first playthrough, you did. You tripped all the traps because you ran through the front door? Well, don't worry, we detected a whole bunch of them and ran over them anyway. So it's not like I did it a lot better. Whoa, that's a lot of fighting. And that looked like Darkspawn.
Go!
Not what I expected. Oh man, we gotta fight all three of these buggers. That is very ugly. Are you proud, Grizz? I nailed it. Well, maybe nailed it is too strong of a word. Shut up. Shush. Shush. Success! You're holding an air shotgun, bruh. What, because I killed everyone? They were all bad guys. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Ha! I hit the guy in the head with a grenade. Ow. Wow, okay. Annihilated that. It can be long and tedious, though. It's taken quite a while. I thought the name of your sex tape, Grizz, was short and sweet.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire.
Ah,
Your
yes.
desire?
It's exactly like the English and the French Venom. Exactly like that. I think they draw direct inspirations from that in this game, even down to the accents. So yes, you are bang on. Speechy politics time. Fucking bring it. The Blight is the threat here, Loghain, not Orlais. Calm your tits. What are you talking about? I've done to your daughter. What are you talking about, Loghain?
I believe I can speak for myself.
Yes! Hell yeah. Damn, that's a solid turnaround.
Throw their lot in with the wardens.
Yes! Got everyone.
I stand by Loghain.
Oh, what a twat.
No.
And that could have been a good step towards a peaceful future. But this fuckwit. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. It is time to crack on with a new game, a new universe. Now, I'm hoping the audio's not too loud. It's bashing me in the ears at the moment, so let's see if I can turn that down a tiny bit. Let's see how that goes. Alrighty, hello everyone. Hope you are all doing well. Many new things happening tonight. So, new game, obviously. Yes, we're cracking on with that. I'll talk about that in a minute. New structure. We've got Frosty directing the playthrough this time with many notes and guides. That's exciting for me because it gives me more confidence to just crack on with what we're doing in the right order. I'm on my new gaming machine, which appears to be working. So do let me know if there are any audio or visual issues. My testing and reconfiguration has worked for the most part, I think. So new PC appears to be working, I think. Also tonight, we're now including Steam in the multicast. So right now, we're multicasting to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, some other thing, I forgot what it's called, and Steam. Although I don't think the Steam chat integration works, and I cannot see what happens in chat on Steam, so apologies for that. So Grizz, there's something horrible on screen. Oh no, wait, it's me. No, it's all good. It's all good. Just nothing that we shouldn't be used to already, right? It's me with my big old headphones and my Witcher shirt because tonight we are playing The Witcher. Alrighty, so the plan is we're going to be playing through, as always, so for newcomers, alrighty, first episode sometimes needs little bits of tuning for audio and visual stuff if I haven't got it quite right. Don't worry, by the second episode I've usually got it nailed for the best graphics and audio experience for anyone watching on stream or in the high definition recorded episodes on YouTube. So bear with me for that. Feedback and suggestions always welcome. As we crack on through games, we talk about the lore and the story and the characters as we go. So my intention is to keep everyone up to speed because not everyone is able to fully follow everything when they're playing. We also have some legendary audience members in chat who also bring up relevant details, point out things that I sometimes miss, and also help fill in the lore and the exploration. So my angle on these games is not just talking along, muttering mindless comments, but it is also, I include that of course, but also we explore the lore, explain the lore and the story and the characters and how things connect, and also do little reminders and keeping everyone hopefully up to speed with everything that's happening. So the intention is a nice rich experience for all of us, and our legendary, absolutely legendary audience members contribute to that in a big way. So thank you very much to all of the people who come along, who chat to each other in chat and to me, and also to our Patreon sponsors, the likes of Frosty, Vito, Zelzomet, Delen, and the Pungeon Master. So let's crack on. Delen, we sometimes point out relevant details. Frequently relevant details. Hopefully everyone is set. I'm excited. Are we positioned? Have we got snacks? Have we got beverages? We've got pets and kitty and doggo snuggles, have we? It's winter is coming in Australia, so things are cooling down here. And Vito's here for the lols. Excellent. Well, there's also sex scenes in The Witcher. The Witcher is a very adult-focused game with some swearing and occasional nudity, although there's not a lot of actual nudity in The Witcher 1. But in The Witcher 2 and 3, Vito, there is plenty there. Sparkle sauce, you need ice for your knee, but it can wait. Absolutely, because we're cracking on with The Witcher. So, if anyone's watching and sick of me talking and you're watching the recorded stuff, there's chapters below. Just skip forward if you don't want to listen to me rambling on about stuff. But as always, I like to explain things and get everyone up to the same page. So if you're a master of this and you know this already, just skip forward if you're watching the recorded stuff on YouTube. For those watching it live, you're stuck with me talking right now. Sorry about that. Okay, so The Witcher. The world of The Witcher is different to a lot of other fantasy worlds and games. It's kind of cool. It's based, obviously the games are based on the books written by Andrzej Sapkowski. I think he wrote them or started writing them originally in the late 80s. Anyway, the games are based, well, they're in line with the books, right? So we are playing, I need to go back to my notes so I stop rambling all over the place. We are playing The Witcher 1 Enhanced Edition, Director's Cut, Remastered with mods. That's a hell of a thing. In particular, one of the main mods is called Rise of the White Wolf, recommended by Frosty, but also as one of the top mods on the Nexus. If you want to know which mods I'm using, I do have a panel on my About page on Twitch that explains, it's got a list there, but it looks awful. So I'm going to do a Patreon public post that explains all the mods I've got and how I did it, because there are some things to be mindful of when installing said mods in games like this. I also plan to do a guide video eventually. That's coming later at some stage. Say that 3 times fast. Yeah, I know. The Witcher Enhanced Edition Director's Cut Remastered with mods. Cool, so remastered with mods, that's my passion, making things look modern. It definitely looks better. This is still definitely an old game, so please hold your expectations. It's an old game, but I think it's looking okay. The story in this is decent. The characters are okay, but it leads on to the awesome universe, which is very good. And the second and third games in the Witcher series are also very good. Yet to be determined, Shade is also behind on his YouTube vids. That is also true. I'm very much behind my YouTube vids. I need to get big enough where I can pay someone else to do it for me. Cool. All right, so many mods are installed. I've got them listed. A write-up to come is still yet to come for how best to mod it to match what I have done. There are other ways to mod the game, of course. However, this has got some solid modding without going over the top. I'll talk about mods in more detail separately because everyone's probably sick of hearing about that for now. Mr. Nobody, welcome. Great to see you come along. You've tuned into a first episode too, so that's even better. Alrighty, so the world of The Witcher. The books and the game take place mostly in the world, typically referred to the world of the Enshay, and the land in particular is typically referred to as the continent. Now, we'll talk through more of these details as they unravel through the game, so I won't cover everything here, but I'm just going to do some initial explanation. So, there are multiple worlds, planets, whatever you want to call them, and they are separate worlds, separate species, separate everything. Except every once in a while, the planes kind of collide, and you have what's called a conjunction, or conjunction of the spheres. That's referred to in the books, and in the games, and in the Netflix series. The games take place after the books, so the books, so this takes place approximately, it says 5 years after the Great War. I'm not sure when that takes place in the books, but it's somewhere between 2 and 5 years after the last book, I believe, right? That's where this one kicks in, The Witcher 1, then The Witcher 2 follows like 6 months later, and then I think The Witcher 3 is only like a month or two, it's very shortly after that as well. So that is how that connects. We'll talk more about that as it flows along. So that we're in the world of the Enshay. Now the Enshay is basically elder speak for elves. So this takes place in the home world of one of the elven races. I say one of because technically there are more than one. However, throughout the games we're pretty much only encountering the one, but it's the Enshay, and the spelling for the word Enshay is really complex, so I'm not going to attempt it here. World of the Enshay, which means that everything else here is foreign. Humans are an invader. Humans established and came to this world through the conjunction of the spheres. During said conjunction, the spheres, the worlds collide, portals erupt all over all of these connected worlds, and anyone can pass through them. That is how we get all of the monsters here. That is how humans arrived. Likely how dwarves arrived as well, although I'm a little rusty on the dwarven lore if anyone wants to correct me on that. But humans, this is not the human homeworld, which is an interesting conundrum considering that it is dominated by humans. Humans have basically taken over the continent, driven out a lot of the elves. There's been conflict between human and elves are treated once again, like they are in nearly all games, pretty poorly. We'll explore that at a later place, a later point as well. Alright, so monsters are from different worlds, and that's why they're here. One thing to note, monsters are monsters. They are beings. They are species. They are not supernatural. So they are legitimate life forms from other worlds that have come here through portals that form during the conjunction of the spheres. Now, there is going to be references to supernatural things like drowners are believed to have formed from people dying, or a lot of people dying of violent death, drowning in the water, etc. These are myths and folklore and tales. We'll explore that when it comes along, but just keep in mind, everything is an actual creature from another world. There's no, weird supernatural things like, these are created when there's lots of violence, or a necrophage forms from someone who died a violent death. Nope, that's just folklore. We'll explore that as time goes on. We play as Geralt of Rivia. Now, Geralt is the main character in all of this stuff. He is a witcher, obviously. And Rivia is not actually where he's from, but never mind that for now either. So Geralt is a witcher. Witches are mutants, which are basically mutated humans. They live longer lives, they are incredibly tough, and they have strong healing and regenerative, whatever that word's, regenerative abilities. They're also, due to their heartiness, able to consume alchemy potions. Now, a lot of humans and elves would not be able to take these things due to the toxicity that comes, the toxic nature that comes from imbibing these potions. Witches can take them and withstand them. However, they do have a limited amount of toxicity they can handle. And Grizz, do I have the Henry mod that makes Witcher look like Henry Cavill? No, I do not. Sorry about that. But it also doesn't, I don't think it exists for the Witcher 1 that I could find anyway. Okay, so witches are created through a process, a magical and alchemical process that was originally created by human mages. Now, humans learnt magic from the elven mages originally. Even more of a dick move by humans, but due to all the monsters affecting all the human settlements, they came up with the concept of witches. So it's basically a magical and alchemical process to turn a human person into a witcher. There's like 3 trials. I think there's like trials of the mind, trials of the something else, and trials of the grass. We'll talk about that later. It's not easy. I think only 30% of boys, so it's typically human boys that go through this process. I think only 30% of them survive. Obviously, Geralt survived, but Geralt is also not only a witcher who survived, but he's one of the most legendary and successful witches as well. On top of that, so that's why they were created. They've been successful over the centuries. Now monsters are dying out. There's not a lot of monsters left because witches have been doing their job as well as other people killing monsters. So the witches are not needed as much. They have fallen a great deal from their glory days. And on top of that, most people, humans and elves and dwarves alike, don't like witches. So witches are an essential service. People need witches and they hate them at the same time. So that's going to be an interesting experience through these games that we play through as well. Everyone dislikes witches typically. Now, there's, I think, conjunctions starting to happen again, especially with the story with Ciri. That doesn't come into play yet. So more monsters are starting to creep along, and as we've seen in the TV show and some of the books, more monsters still are able to come through from time to time as well. So Geralt, Geralt's very, very famous, very capable witcher. There'll be lots of fighting and violence in this game. There'll be some stories. There'll be some plot twists. There will be some nudity and explicit material, although in The Witcher 1, it's still pretty tame. Basically, Geralt also bangs a lot. He hooks up a lot. People are attracted to Geralt, even though he's a bit of a weird-looking dude sometimes, but I've modded it to make him look like how he looks like in the second and third game. Originally, he looks a little bit unattractive, but that's changed now in the mods we've got on here. And he's got a high libido, which is, I believe, in the books is referred to as further amped up by the potions and alchemy stuff he has to take in order to survive and thrive in being a successful witcher. Cool. I think that's covered all the background that we need to cover. Geralt, generally speaking, is not a people person. He is a good-hearted person, and one of his general things is the real monsters are often not monsters at all, but humans. And Geralt tries to stay out of political things. He prefers to not make decisions or not partake at all, as is sort of hinted to in the TV series. But ultimately, he gets sucked into it all the time, whether he likes it or not. We'll talk through more of this as it comes up. Also, one thing to note is the TV series, what's the word? Sort of goes on its own path. It differs slightly from the books in many ways, whereas the game should be, I believe, like 95% in line with the books. Should be all good. Alrighty, is Dandelion in this one? Yes, he is. We will be having Dandelion, aka, where is he? Jaskier or Yaskier? So Jaskier is his actual name, which in the English translation in the books has been translated to Dandelion. It can also be translated to Buttercup. I'm waiting for the TV series to please make a reference to either Buttercup or Dandelion. But they haven't. Anyway, Jaskier is his original name. Yes, he is in this, although he doesn't have the hilarious parts that he plays in the TV series. But he also doesn't show up for a little while yet either. Also, now to get started, Geralt has amnesia at the start of this, so this is going to be an interesting turn. So basically, we, the player, are new to The Witcher. Geralt sort of forgets who he is, and over the course of the 3 games, he gets his memory back. All the lore and stories flood in together, and then The Witcher 3 is apparently amazeballs. I haven't seen it, but I'm looking forward to it. I have played The Witcher 1. I'm a bit rusty on a lot of the details. I've forgotten some of it, but we've got Frosty, who has sent me a bunch of info and notes to effectively direct our playthrough. Now, I've got Frosty, I've got your notes over here on my screen. I think I know roughly what we're doing to start, or we'll be tackling the prologue first, which is pretty linear. But also, please yell out to redirect me as required. Prepare for jank. There is. Combat in this is a bit janky. But anyway, I have definitely talked way too long. Frosty, Dandelion is also considered his bard name, as he's got a real name that he doesn't really mention. Yes, Julian, blah, 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 the second longest name in the world, right? Yeah. It must be Gary. Now, Julian, long name that I can't remember. That's his real name. So Jaskier, Dandelion is his bard name, I believe. Alrighty. Frosty also says, Geralt may not want anything to do with politics, but politics wants him so bad. Oh, yes, it does. And there's constant politics, constant warring by the humans. The elves are sort of, I don't know, in the shadows. And the dwarves, I don't know, the dwarves don't have a big part to play in this yet. But there's going to be talks and plots around elves and dwarves and humans coming up. So strap in, let's go. Time to start the new game. Let's crack on. Let's find out what The Witcher 1 is all about. Alright, so we are playing... once we've done the main playthrough, there's a couple of extra adventures we can do. So we're going to play through these separately after we've finished the main story, just for a bit of fun. But for now, we're doing the main story on intermediate level and keyboard and mouse controlled. Everything theoretically is working based on my testing. Right, poor elves, always getting kicked out. Yeah. Here we go.
The northern kingdoms nursed their wounds for 5 years after the Great War. Plague and famine raged, the death toll unknown. A few surviving elven and dwarven units sought refuge amidst forests, where they prepared for a final, desperate fight. Abominable beasts ruled backwoods, highways, and former battlefields alike. In cities and villages, folk were left wondering what had happened to the Witchers. The Blue Mountains in the north of Kedwen. The year 1270, 5 years after the Great War.
Geralt down, but he's got the chest of the gods revealed. I've dropped the volume. Hopefully that's good. If it's scary, then you want it to be Sparkle Source. Don't worry, it's not too scary. Hopefully that volume's a bit better now too. Thank you for the feedback. So Geralt's wounded here and being brought back somewhere, and that looked like Vesemir.
Everything's all right. I've no idea where you've been. The important thing is you're alive and among friends. Though you look like you just left your grave.
Yes, it's an old game. There's going to be some jankiness. I've improved it as best I can. But it doesn't look too bad, right? Not too bad.
I remember nothing.
We'll speak soon enough. We're nearing Kaer Morhen.
Kaer Morhen, the witch's home. Get him a damn pillow. 4 horse, no tail. Really? Was the tail missing? So many intros start with people on carts. Us. Yeah, Bright's on it. Skyrim. Oh, hey, you're finally awake. Oh. I'm looking forward to doing Skyrim on stream too. That's going to be a hell of a journey. I have lots of mods and lots of lore for everyone on that. Plus my own headcanon playthrough spin on things there. Same with Fallout 4. That's going to be a hell of a ride. I look forward to that too. Alright, so back at Kaer Morhen. I don't know why there's a skull there on the ground. That seems like out of place, but anyway. Vesemir and the other witches. Also having cat's eyes like Geralt.
We're home. Leo, get Triss.
Triss. So Triss Merigold is apparently here.
Your time nears its end, witches. Enjoy things while you can.
Thanks, Harry Potter. Yeah, sharpen that knife.
Wrong, you missed the parry. I keep repeating this. Pirouette always followed by a back cross parry. Always.
Barely 2 days have passed since they found you.
Mm-hmm. I owe my recovery to you. Thank you, Triss.
Remember anything?
Red hair, that's right. That's Triss, for sure.
Not much. Look below. I know the moves. Pirouette, parry, cut.
Damn it, she's still got the neck seam. I tried to fix it as best I could.
I can't explain it, but I feel a bond when we speak. I know you were important.
Geralt, we...
Keep in mind this game is 15 years old. 2007 it came out, hence why there's some jankiness. And it's CD Projekt Red's first real title that they produced on their own.
To think.
Time
Using-
goes slowly at Kaer Morhen.
Using a BioWare, an old BioWare engine.
It worked! Not bad. Take a rest. What do you think, Geralt? Is he ready for the path?
Wait for the rest. He's alone. The professor promised 50 orens for every freak we kill.
He's...
Ooh, that's some odd. Ah, get out of here, dickhead.
We got company.
Henry is hotter. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Although Geralt looks pretty good in Witcher 2 and 3. Minerat, you're lurking, no probs.
Geralt, grab a sword off the training forms.
Alright, so Kaer Morhen is being, like, attacked, raided by bandits. And here is our intro. Move the cursor over the sword to pick and equip. Alright, so for anyone who has played The Witcher, it's going to look a little bit different because we've got Rise of the White Wolf installed, which changes a lot of the interface. I've also got Scabbard mod installed, which makes us have actual scabbards for swords, which looks kind of cool. Now, the combat... Oh, the combat in The Witcher 1. It is a bit janky. However, hopefully I'll get a bit better at it to coordinate it. But basically, it's all about timing. I need to hit the button at the right time to make Geralt chain the moves together and unleash. There are various swords. There are various fighting styles. I have to switch between said styles for different enemies and monsters. Let's see how we go. There's also different camera angles where we've got isometric, close isometric, and then over the shoulder. I'm going to be varying between over the shoulder and close isometric. When I played this the first time, I did a distant one, so it's a new experience for me, doing it over the shoulder to try and give a better look. Sometimes that might mean things are moving too fast, so if that's the case, let me know and we can switch up the camera angles as well. And Sparklesaurus, please explain janky. Basically clunky. Because of the game's age, which you've already noticed. Yeah, things are just a little bit clunky because it's so old, and even at the time, this was the first game made by the studio CD Projekt Red, so and considering all of that, they did pretty well. Old engine, old game, first game released, or first real game released by them. Clunky is a good description. Janky is used as a sort of an international term in the tech world, so that's why that's come about. Jankiness or jank is what's typically used when it comes to nerdy stuff, tech stuff, or games. The first, for the first game, they did awesome. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Previously, I believe, I could be wrong on this, but I believe CD Projekt Red, originally, they formed as a company that did pirating and translation of games to Polish, because they're a Polish company. To Polish and German and stuff, I think. Something like that. I probably haven't got that quite right, but they started out pirating games and translating them. Then they became a real company, a real studio, and here we are today. Alright, over the shoulder mode, move around, yes, we know how that works. Then I've got isometric, yes, other isometric, and then back over the shoulder. Alright, let's see how we go. Let's fight this dickhead. So right now, we've got no abilities. Let's go and, come on, Geralt, get into it. That's it. He's down. Try this view as well, but it's a little clunky sometimes.
Mess with me and die.
Go in close. Go in close.
Just pissed off a sorceress.
You won't stop a sorceress.
How do you feel?
Fine.
Anyone know who the intruders are?
Ordinary bandits would never attack Kaer Morhen.
That we know, Merigold. You could try some of your famous magic.
In due time, Lambert.
Enough! We need to check the other possible passages to the upper courtyard.
Yeah, apologies. There's still a bit of a neck scene with Triss. I thought I fixed it by switching a mod out just before I started. However, it does not appear that it worked properly or that I didn't get a chance to test it either. Typically in games you get this because face textures and models are separate to body ones, and that's why sometimes you get a line. That's why some games force some kind of collar or necklace to try and hide the joins. Triss, unfortunately, a little bit clunky here, sorry. I'll see if I can fix that in between streams and so forth. Yes, also, if you can note carefully, Triss is supposed to have some light scarring on her chest. And if you've seen the end of Season 1 on Netflix, you'll know why. Frosty, watch the female hair, by the way. It can glitch in hilarious fashion. Excellent, that sounds fun. Alright, we gotta repel these invaders. Also, I need to keep an eye out for things to loot. Nope, alright. Lambert, Eskel, yep, Leo. So our fellow witches, excuse me, coming through. Up we go. Frosty, you won't get rid of it. It's the original, and there's another NPC. There's a decapitated head sewn mag on. Lovely. Yeah. Well, what I tried to do is switch out her outfit, so that it has a collar and hides it, but apparently it didn't work. Or it's because it's the prologue. Maybe future Triss appearances in this will fix that.
Follow me.
What's happening?
They're trying to break down the gate.
They won't get anywhere without a battering ram.
You were saying?
What is that? A frightener. One mean beast.
That's a big bish.
Savola. I know him. A mage as ambitious as he is insane.
Oh. Sending his monster after us, is he? Okay. Glow Mantis.
They're coming up here. Get ready.
Shing.
There's more! They're entering the upper courtyard!
The one in glasses is the professor. Murder for hire. I sense magic. There's a sorcerer among them.
Yeah, there is.
Professor, you know the way. Get to it.
Yes, deep voicey man. Oh, he's using our own gate against us, is he?
The professor is wanted in Redania, Temeria, and Kedwen. A real maggot. I don't recognize the sorcerer.
Merigold, I'm interested in whether you can disarm Savola. The rest is witch's work.
I'll try.
They're coming. The Frightener is very dangerous, but it's vulnerable to loud noises.
Loud noises!
In the upper courtyard.
Exactly. Eskel, Lambert, you'll help me stop the Frightener and the bandits. Leo, stay behind us. Geralt, you open the gate to the upper courtyard. When we're there, Triss can stop Savola and his pet while we prepare to deal with the Professor and the unknown mage.
I'll figure something out.
Let's do this. Bleed them a bit down here before withdrawing. Geralt, follow the wall and break through to the tower where there's a passage to the upper courtyard.
Alone?
They're just bandits, though one might be infamous. You must open the gate. We'll be waiting. Good luck, Wolf.
Thank you. Yes, Geralt's nickname is the White Wolf, by the way, because he's got white hair, and he's from the School of the Wolf. So there's multiple witches' schools. Ours, Geralt's, Vesemir's, is the School of the Wolf. And Vito, yes, that is indeed Triss Merigold, who is prominent in the books and series and in all 3 games, I believe. Yennefer, I don't think shows up until at least late in Witcher 2. Maybe Witcher 3. I've only seen the start of Witcher 2. So, yes, Triss comes around a lot. And Bright, you're doing a Bailey's apple pie and having a wonderful time. I'm about to also have some Bailey's apple pie. Delicious. Alright, follow the minimap marker to find the quest objective. I'm going to turn my volume down because it's still fucking loud for me. Let's try that. Hopefully it makes me not yell as loud either.
Hurry! Open the gate!
Alright, so Triss is delaying the Frightener. These guys are fighting here.
Hold it forever! Open the gate!
Alright, oh, hello, dickhead. Pain attacks kill enemies more effectively. Left click only. Yes, I've got to get my timing right. If I get my timing wrong, I ruin the combo. Means I'm staring at a mouse cursor constantly to make sure I get the timing right. Ugh. Okay, up we go. So we are tasked with opening the gate up here. Okay, and I think I can quick save. Yes, I can. All right. We're in business. Come on, Geralt. Cut him down. So as we unlock more abilities, more talent points, and more weapons, Geralt will get more and more creative in his combos that can look pretty cool at times. But yes, if you've watched the TV series, especially the first episode where Henry Cavill fights a whole bunch of dickheads, that's very accurate. It's all about the two-handed sword and epic moves. Epic moves. Geralt also is referred to in the book as being a better swordsman than basically anyone and can beat pretty much any person one-on-one. So he's just meant to be very, very good. Delvin's off to Bunnings. No worries. Pity it's not a weekend, you better get a sausage. Frosty, honestly, it's like impossible to die in this section, yes. Pitiful damage, and we get free stunnies, yes. Also, I think we've also got heavy... Oh, there's the finishing move, suck on that. I think we're also just immune to damage right now.
You'll regret the day you were born.
Tutorial mode for the win. Oh, another finishing move. Oh, that's fucked him up good. Well done, Geralt. Sparkle how's your grossness towards blood going? There's lots of blood. Oh, chopped his head off. Hells yeah, that's a finishing move. Look at that. Awesome. Alright, up the stairs. Come on, Geralt. Cooperate with me. That's right, I can also dodge. I need to remember I can dodge and jump. It's a little bit clunky, but I can do it. I can't jump over terrain, so I need to get used to that after playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Alright, now I've got a second style of fighting unlocked, which is the fast style. So by default before, you've got a strong style, which is slower, stronger, more damaging moves. Now we've unlocked the fast style, which is faster, but doesn't do as much damage. However, depending on who we're fighting, we need to switch styles. So these guys, for example, we have to use the fast style, otherwise he's just going to dodge everything because this guy is a fast guy. Anyway, got him down. I can switch between fast style and strong style. Oh, so we can take damage, but just a lot. That's alright. Thanks, Frosty. Alright, strong style, so it's telling us we've got to switch back. So these guys, if we use the fast style on, we'll hit them a lot, but not do enough damage. Because they're armored. Apparently this guy's wearing armor. Well, he's on the top half, but not that middle section. But anyway, slapped him around. West minimap says to carry on in this direction. Salamandra. And I can pause. Yes, thank you. Which I'll probably do by accident at some stage. That's the spacebar button, which... Oh, you missed, Geralt, you wally. He's down. Strong style. I can't actively block. As far as I remember, I can't do cool things like being fast and blocking. That is introduced in The Witcher 2. Let's carry on down here. Should have run when you had the chance. You shut up. Oh, oh. Busted stairs. Busted tower. And slow-mo. Geralt for the win.
No way through here. Follow me. Back to Savola.
That's true. Thank you, Frosty. I can do dodges. Yes, I can do dodges. Like, I can do dodges and dodge rolls if I get my buttons correct. Which I will need to do if we get overwhelmed. Geralt one-on-one is awesome. 5v1, not so much, but I can do things like hops and dodges and rolls and stuff. Yeah. We can do some cool flips as well, you reckon? I don't remember seeing cool flips, but don't worry, we'll get onto that. It's also cool when we unlock more combo moves as well. Geralt starts to whip out some really awesome moves. Now archers are fast as well, so we need to use... There we go, there's a flip. Come on, take him out. Take out this big dickhead now. Oh, slap. Oh, give me my sword back. Yeah, get off there. It looks funny in some of those moves. Yes, he does. That's just the age of the game and the engine showing through. There's a flip. There you go. That's the double tap that Frosty's referring to. Alright, he's down. And we can loot something here, can we? Oh, we can loot some alcohol. Now, you can drink alcohol, but also alcohol is what's used for making potions. The stronger or higher quality or more pure the alcohol, the higher grade or higher tier of potion you can make. Citadel entrance. Go out. Can we go there? Locked, yeah. Around here. So Frosty will roll if we double tap A and D sideways, and it'll make you do a weird spinny move. Don't worry, there's plenty of time for weird spinny moves. Oh, we can loot something over here. Oh, and there's a siege cauldron. Can we go and fuck that up as well? More alcohol, yay! The interface may look a little different to some people if you've played this before. This is changed from the Rise of the White Wolf mod. Can't move, it's too heavy. Maybe if I could use some magic, which currently I cannot. But we will unlock the ability to use signs. Now, Geralt and witches can use signs, which is like a lesser form of magic. To do basic maneuvers, and you'll see some of my favorites soon. Oh, alright, let's go strong. Fight this guy first. Oh. Come on, chop him down. Next guy. Get the big slow dickhead. That's it, he's down. Alright, fast guy. Oh, he's still up. Come on, man. How many times do I have to chop you? Okay, left click on the winch to open the gate. Yep, that's fine. And holding Alt shows things. We've already been doing that. Open this up, Geralt. Gate is open. Triss. Ooh, is that one of ours? No. Oh, the big beastie's back. I forgot about that thing. I just turn around and run. That's fair. So Triss yeets a big fireball at the gate. Okay.
Damn it, Geralt. It's a miracle you're alive.
You could have told me about the stairs.
Lambert and Eskel were supposed to fix them yesterday.
We're not masons.
No matter. The professor and the other mage must be hiding in the keep.
Face the truth, Witchers. They're here to rob you.
Triss, child, we have nothing of value. Some good steel, snow fox pelts?
I mean the laboratory and you know it. Someone wants your famed mutagens.
You're jumping to conclusions.
Triss may be right. We need to find out what they want.
One thing at a time. We shouldn't turn our backs on a strong mage leading a frightener.
And you can't let the bandits in the lab.
Right as usual, Triss.
Geralt, you've dealt with mages. Find out what this one wants. Leo will guide you.
Just reconnaissance, or?
No one will be sorry if some of them lose their heads. You'll manage, Wolf. Just remember Leo's with you.
I can handle this.
We'll see what's happening inside and be back.
Take these potions just in case. Drink the Thunderbolt now and keep Swallow for when you need healing. I'll be able to tell you how they work. We'll make sure no one else gets inside. Triss, stay with us in case Savola has any new ideas.
Alrighty. So Vito, it's pretty bad when an old video game Triss looks better than the live-action TV series. Everyone's pretty harsh on the Triss in the show. Look, I kind of agree. Ultimately, I think they could have done more. This is one of the failings of the TV series. I think the actress in the TV series is fine, but I think they should have made her hair redder to match the games and match the books. There's other things that the series does that completely differs from the game and the books. I'll point them out later on as well. I'm not happy about some of the changes that they've done because some of them seem pointless and now they're just not aligned. Some changes I do understand and I actually support. Right, to access items to inventory, left-clicking the satchel icon or pressing I. Cool. So here's our inventory. He gave us a couple of potions. Now we have some quick slots somewhere. Potion and bomb quick slot. Okay. Thunderbolt. Increased damage inflicted but makes dodging impossible. Okay. And Swallow. This is what does some health regen. We'll hold on to both of those potions for the moment. And our job... Oh, we've got lots of tutorial... Clear all of these off. How all that works. There's going to be glossaries that come up from time to time as well. Like mages. Only rare individuals have the potential to become mages, and many of those with this potential are doomed to madness. Unless the individual in question, also known as a source, learns to control their power quickly. He or she may end up half-insane, a half-insane slobbering oracle. That is why schools of sorcery were created, where talented children study for many years, acquiring knowledge and mastering magical skills. Because of their powers, mages age more slowly than ordinary people. They can extract magical energy from the 4 elements, transport themselves long distances, and heal, as well as kill, in the blink of an eye. They have an extensive scientific and political knowledge. In the latter respect, many mages are the equals of rulers. So mages, basically, there's this concept of chaos. That's where magic is from. Just chaos exists. Mages can tap into it, influence it, control some of it. Mages typically live a long time. Witches live a long time. Elves live a long time. I'm not sure about dwarves. But anyway. Alrighty. Vito, Yen is cool. And you love you some redheads. Me too, I'm a redhead fan too. Don't worry, I get it. Yennefer is Mr. Nobody's favourite. I have to admit, I'm actually a big Triss fan. I don't know enough about Yennefer in the games yet, but I am a Triss fan, similar to Vito. Not just because of the redheadedness, but she also is not a... Yennefer can be a bit of a dick. Triss, not so much. But anyway. Triss, why have you got a lightning bolt stuck in front of your face? Alright, our mission, that's right. Quests, here we go. We're safe for now. Vesemir told me to drink the potion he gave me and check the fortress interior. I must drink Thunderbolt. Okay, so I have to drink Thunderbolt. Pikachu, use Thunderbolt now! Lady Sparkle's yet in the TV show. She a bitch. Mr. Nobi, you like her even more in the TV show. Yen is about Yen. So the TV show actually expanded her origins further than the books did. But to be honest, I believe the TV show has done a fantastic rendition of Yennefer to explain it more, and it's pretty accurate. Yennefer does come from a harsh origin, and she does become a bit of a dick, but she becomes nicer over time as she forms more of a motherly figure towards Ciri. So yeah, it's accurate. Okay, hang on, what did it say? I drank quests. I drank the potion, now I need to enter the fortress and go to the underground laboratory. Is this where we're going? Leo, you're leading the way, right?
Ready, Geralt?
Mm-hmm. Is this your first real fight?
No, but I've never killed a man.
Stay close.
Geralt, let's go inside.
Come on, Leo, I'll protect you. We'll try to influence your safety, rather.
I've heard all of Dandelion's ballads about you. Lambert tells me I'll never be as fast as a real Witcher. But I managed to hit him during training today.
You beat Lambert?
Yeah, we were fencing on the floor pegs when that strange storm came. Lambert looked away, I did a pirouette, hit him right in the gut. He didn't fall, and then he beat me.
You'll make a good swordsman yet.
I know. Every time Lambert beats me, he says I have potential.
One thing to note that in The Witcher 1, the lip syncing is not great. Dandelion reference already, and Leroy Jenkins. It's interesting that Geralt right now didn't ask questions about Dandelion, because right now Geralt has amnesia. He has no memory. He does not know who Dandelion is, despite him being one of his best friends. So I've learned about dodging already.
These men are suicidal.
Fight him, Geralt. Bring it on. Wrong fighting style. There we go. Protect Leo. There we go. Fight this guy. Gonna be awesome when we get more combos unlocked with our skill points. Geralt goes fucking mental and it's awesome. Frosty, Yen main mode is a bitch, but you end up sort of liking her in the game, even if she frustrates you with her attitude, yes. I think that's a common theme. I think a lot of people would agree with you. And you're getting kitty snugs, that is awesome. And Sparkle Sauce, your kitty is stealing your slightly warmed ham. Ah! Knows the good stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go out there. I don't know where Leo went, but let's carry forward. Let's quick save. Actually, let's do a main save. I haven't done a main save for a while. I'll do regular main saves and these kinds of things. Hopefully we don't have any game crashes. I've tried to get the right balance of modding, but we'll see. Okay, we've unlocked the group fighting style. So we've now got strong, quick, and now group, which I think he held to the side. Most effective against groups of weaker opponents. So when you're fighting a bunch of weak guys, you use the group fighting style. Also works if you just are tough enough to fight groups of strong guys as well. There we go, fucked him up. Nice one. Give me the loot. This is going to be annoying. I need a hotkey that just says loot all. I can't. It keeps moving my mouse cursor. I drag my mouse cursor down here. I hit transfer. I loot another person and my mouse cursor's up the top again. Anyway, it's alright. We'll carry on. Alright, Leo, where are we going, bro? Control click. Thank you, Frosty.
Lead to the lab.
Follow me.
Alright, so Frosty says if I control click, it'll loot everything. Perfect, you've just saved me.
From the circle of elements is enough to stop the witches?
You trembled, yet you complained Savola would have them all, leaving none for you. Did the sight of a single witcher, White Wolf himself, instill fear?
The aforementioned, considered dead I might add, is a known killer. I'll gladly challenge him.
Leo, stand back.
He's right here.
Professor.
Time is essential. I wield the power of the Circle of Elements. They are no threat.
Is that so? Cocky bastard.
Back to work. I want the mutagens ready for teleportation in 15 minutes. Our witches shan't trouble us.
Some of that guy's head is missing.
The stairs are blocked.
The magic barrier looks solid. We need Triss.
They're robbing us. Geralt, clear the passage upstairs. Use a sign.
A sign?
The Ard. I can't do it since I broke my fingers training along the gauntlet. Cast the Ard at the debris.
I don't remember the signs.
Let's go to the Circle of Elements, a source of the power. You need to try and learn the Ard.
All right.
Okay, so... signs. Oh, we've got a new journal entry too. Laboratory. Famous Witcher Laboratory holds the most closely guarded secrets of the cast. Mutagen plants, hallucinogenic mushrooms, natural stimulants, and potion ingredients. It is here that young apprentices were subjected to the incredibly painful trial of the grasses. This is the trial that 30%, only 30% pass. 70% of witches die in the trial of the grasses. I think it's 30%. Only a few survived, gaining superhuman abilities in return. Camoran, well, that's the Witcher home ground, obviously. Where is the quest? Must follow Leo and learn the Ard sign. Okie dokie. And turn, yes, so the trial of the grasses, basically it's what does all the mutating, right? So that is what turned Geralt's hair white. I believe it's also what gives all the witches the cat-like eyes. So they can actually see pretty well in the dark and everything as a result, but it also physically changes their eyes to look similar to a cat's, yeah. So Frosty, so the white hair isn't a normal response, hence why it became one of his monikers. So that's why he's called the White Wolf, because of his white hair. That's unusual. Okay, so signs. Signs are very basic magical abilities. I don't think anyone can do them. For some reason, most witches can. I don't know if all can, but most can. Geralt can. Ard is a sign that it's like a force push, basically. You put your fingers in a particular way, pushes back, consumes a bit of energy of some kind. There are other signs as well. We'll learn them as they come up. Ah yes, the Trial of the Grasses also makes witches sterile or impotent. Another reason why both witches and those who want to sleep with witches are happy to sleep with witches. Because yes, witches become sterile. They can't father children. It's interesting when it comes to dryads, but we'll talk about that at another time as well. Circle of the Whispering Stones. Okay, by the way, the games expand monster lore and mechanics a bit further beyond the books to make it more playable, but it's still pretty well aligned. It's an expansion, it's not a retconning or rewriting. Elemental circles. Left click on the elemental stone to learn a sign. Tip, look at for other elemental circles later in game to learn new powers. I think that's how you gradually upgrade your sign or magic abilities.
Success? We'll see in a minute.
I knew it would work.
Let's get back before Lambert kills the Frightener himself.
Yes, so touching the magic stone meant we can suddenly remember how to cast Ard, I guess. Vito, you got about 10 minutes before the end of the shift. You'll be back when you get home. No worries, dude. Thanks for keeping along the journey with us. Okay, the Ard sign is a telekinetic force useful for clearing obstructed pathways or for knocking back opponents. I used it a lot in Witcher 1 and the Witcher 2 bit that I played. Right-click on the target to cast the sign. Tipped, knockdowns or stun enemies are easy to kill. So one of the reasons I like Ard is you can knock people back, and if you knock them onto the ground where they're on their back, you can usually walk up and then do like a one-shot kill on them. Let's see if I can pull it off. And any loot in here? Yes. Oh, hang on. You said control click, didn't you? Oh, that's the magic beans. Hells yes. Thank you. That's what we're going to be doing. Thank you for the tip, Frosty. I love it. Vito, make sure to lick everything whilst you're gone. Duly noted. I will do that. For sure. And I'll dick shot stuff for Grizz when I can as well. Oh, oh. Oh, we got another crate. More materials. Leo. Okay, now we've got the rubble again. I think I hit the button and then I hit the right click. There we go. Nice.
What did you learn?
The bandits are in the lab, searching for something. The mage used the circle of elements to create a magic barrier.
The plague. You're all children. Why didn't you mention the circle?
Triss, child. It didn't seem important.
If the mage aligned with the circle, he can create a stable portal through which he'll travel to anywhere on the continent, taking your equipment with him.
All right, we made a mistake, but you said the mage was harmless.
I said I didn't know him. I think we should protect the lab above all.
Don't panic, Merigold. We know you'd like to see our witch's secrets.
Vesemir, if that idiot doesn't shut it, I'll...
Enough! Lambert, stop baiting Triss. Show her some respect.
Yeah.
Triss, if we go to the lab, they'll have us surrounded. We know tactics.
Maybe we should split up.
Geralt's right. We need to protect the lab and kill the Frightener. Who goes where?
Only I can break the barrier. I'm going inside.
Vesemir?
I'll stay and handle the Frightener and Savola. What about you, Geralt? We may both need your help.
Oh, here we go. We've got choices to be made. Okay, here we go. So Frosty, Ard and Igni are your go-to abilities. All others aren't great. Yep, I agree. I used Quen a fair bit, I think, in Witcher 2. So Ard is the force push, effectively. Igni shoots fire. Quen puts a shield on, and there's another one I can't remember right now either, but we'll come back to that when it's unlocked. Alright, so what they've mentioned is there is a mage circle or a source circle stone, the one that we just touched before. Triss didn't know it was there. So what Triss is saying, since that exists, the mage can tap into it and just create portals to go wherever he wants and steal our shit. When is King in Witcher 2? Yeah, and I have no idea about Witcher 3, but we'll worry about that later. And Sparkle Sauce, that guy has a spiky dick guard. Well, if you're gonna have a dick guard, it may as well be spiky, am I right? Okay, so handle the Frightener with Vesemir or the lab equipment with Triss. I'm inclined to go with Triss to protect the lab equipment and the Witcher secrets to stop them stealing shit. Any objections to this? I think that's probably going to be the best place to go for now, right? It's called personal style. Sounds good. All right, Frosty's happy with that approach. That's what we're doing.
The lab is important. I'm going with Triss.
Me too. It's decided then. Eskel and Lambert will stay with me.
Savola just cast a spell. Something's happening.
One gives more money. Okay, fair enough.
The ground is shaking. Feel it?
They're breaking through.
Oh, what? Watch out! There it is. There it is. Oh, here's that weird mage with daggers. Hidden face. In you go, witches!
Quickly, defend the laboratory.
Fuck them up. I have to say, Geralt looks so much better with the mods I've put on compared to when I played it the first time, vanilla. Oh, vanilla Witcher 1 Geralt looks awful. You'll see it in some of the cinematics.
This will be a hard fight, Geralt. Take this potion. Witchers call it the Tawny Owl. It restores endurance. Very useful when fighting mages.
Thanks. Let's go.
Okay, so we've got the main... Well, typically, I believe the main potions I've used in the past is Tawny, which does a health regen. And then this one, Swallow, which does, I think, like a mana regen. Regeneration. Frosty, you tend to go the ore because money is easy to come by and harder, and harder enemies earlier means more XP. So which one did we choose? Did we choose the money route or the ore route? I was going based on the story route, not the rewards.
Drink the potion.
Oh, you're making me drink the potion. Okay. Money. Alright, we went the money route. No worries. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, Tawny Owl. In preparation for an all-night vigil at the site of a cursed man or before a battle which is certain to be prolonged, a witcher mixes a dose of Tawny Owl potion to boost his endurance. So that's the one I like using a lot. Thunderbolt we took before. Witches take this potion before fighting strong, heavily armored opponents. Imbibing Thunderbolt causes witches to enter a battle trance. While in this state, witches attack more efficiently and cause greater damage, while at the same time neglecting their own defense and becoming an easier target. One thing to note is the TV series appears to sort of not differentiate between what the potions do. It's just one giant potion that does everything awesome. So you see Henry Cavill drink a potion, his eyes go weird. They don't really differentiate, it would seem. Unless I'm misinterpreting it. Okay, and Swallow. There was no bird more beautiful than the swallow, the harbinger of spring. Even the dark mages who developed the formula for witches' potions appreciated the charm of this bird, lending its name to the potion that accelerates regeneration of a mutated organism. Okay. And Sparkle Sauce, your cat is digging into the Middle Earth in the literature. Very good. He's gonna bury it deep. Now I meant to click on the quest here. I should see what's happening inside Kaer Morhen. Triss wants me to drink the swallow. There we go. Are you happy now, Triss? In the upper right of the screen, up around here, this shows which potions we have in effect. They eventually run out. And the time left, I believe, is game time in the real world, not our time in game world, not real time in our real world. I believe this here, this gauge, which we can extend gradually eventually, is our mana gauge, or our mana gauge used for signs and magical abilities. Riz, there seems to be differences in the potions in the show. Yes, that's what I was saying. It's just the one. And Sparkle Sauce, China is not a wise destination currently. Oh, because your cat's digging to China. Better than Ukraine right now. Ugh. Alrighty. Frosty, your potion cocktail is swallow and tawny early game. I think I used it pretty much all game.
Drink the potion.
I did drink the potion. Leo, let's go. Alright. We are going this way. Let's fight some more bandits in this big run-down castle. When you get Willow near the end game, make that bitch and add it to the cocktail. Very good, I shall.
You'll go no further, White One. I'll summon a powerful demon that will tear you apart.
A bluff. He's exhausted from teleportation. Magic light is about all he can muster.
Go. We'll deal with him and join you at the barrier.
Ooh, barrier time.
Underestimating an opponent. Now the energy of my people will make me stronger.
Oh, he's sacrificing his own people. Damn.
Nobody.
All right, take out his dudes from shielding him. There we go. Down you go. Ah, hit him. Oh no, we got one more. Ow! Come at me, bro. Geralt's endurance, indicated by the yellow bar, drops each time you use a sign. You cannot cast signs when endurance is low. Very good. Okay. So... Oh. He dead? No, he's not. Don't be silly. And there's another gauge, which is the green one, which I think is toxicity. You gain toxicity levels every time you drink a potion, and there's a limit as to how much toxicity you can handle.
Nobody messes with Salamander. Nobody!
Stab him! We knocked him down. Stab him, Geralt. Oh, it wouldn't work. Fast style. Oh, he moved.
This.
Knock him down. Oh, come on. Wrong attacks. His health is low. You see enemies' health bars at their feet in this game. The circle around their feet.
Nobody messes with Salamander. Nobody!
Oh, that slapped him. Hells yeah.
Are you hurt? Did he get you?
Nah. But if those were magic lights, I'd hate to face a truly powerful sorcerer.
I wanted to help, but I couldn't break through that strange circle.
Savola's eating dirt. That's what matters.
We need to help Triss.
Let's go.
Don't worry, Leo. It's okay that you couldn't do anything useful. We had everything covered. Alright, everything's looted for now. Yes. Although there's an old cupboard and a chicken. I want to loot the chicken! What does it say, kitchen? Frosty, you fast attack this guy as he dodges strong. Well, he didn't dodge much for me, so I switched between fast and strong. So yes, Sparkle Sauce is not defending himself. That's because, look, this game is the engine. The combat in this game is notoriously bad. So there's just not much we can do about that, unfortunately. Oh, it's locked. Let me loot the chicken in the kitchen. Can I knock the door down? I probably can't. Nah, didn't work. Oh, Fucked up that barrel, though. Later. Thank you, Frosty. Oh, Triss. Triss is down. Damn.
Ransacking the laboratory. The other mage is... I underestimated him.
Oh, no.
Hurry.
Kicky babe. You okay? Can we talk to her? Nope. Okay. Quest log says, Triss wounded. Triss couldn't stop the intruders. I must descend the stairs to the lab. What happens if I ascend the stairs nearby? Oh, they lead nowhere. Alright, never mind. Down the stairs then. Quick save. Down the stairs. Save Triss. Don't worry, we will. They're just throwing shit around? Yes. Looking for just piffing stuff. Oh, that looks like a special box. Ignore the box. Don't look in the box.
We have what we came for.
Son of a bitch. What are you stealing? Mr. Deep Voice Man. Put it down. Geralt, put it down. Such a better looking Geralt than the default game
Professor,
has.
deal with those witches.
Professor Harry Potter, bring it on. Oh, he touched his... It was like a magical...
Witches can parry bolts in flight.
Ooh. Yeah, witches are pretty awesome. Deflect it, Geralt. Deflect it. Leo, be careful. Leo's not a witcher yet. He's not a full-blown witcher.
Let's see.
Leo, stop!
Ah, I knew he was gonna shoot Leo. God damn it.
Ah!
Oh.
Another fairy tale.
Another fairy tale. Throw the sword. Did it hit him? No, it didn't. Fuck. He got away. God damn it, Leo.
What happened?
Smashed ribs, punctured lung. He's dying.
He needs White Rafford's decoction.
Yep. Okay.
Hang on, Leo.
White Rafford's
here. I can't find it.
Vesemir.
Might have been in the
Leo
box.
is dead.
Leo died. The Witcher in training is gone.
How did this happen?
He attacked the professor. I was late.
It's not your fault, Geralt. We're all to blame. Triss barely made it fighting for us.
Oh yeah,
These are
Triss.
bad times for witchers, and something tells me they'll only get worse.
Is it safe up top?
Relatively. Some stragglers up there, but we'll deal with them later. You look tired. I'd like you to rest. I'll keep watch and tend to Leo's body.
Okay. This is where we learn about meditation. Geralt doesn't sleep in the games, he meditates. Left click on the meditation icon in the dialogue to enter meditation mode. Choose how long to meditate by clicking the noon, dawn, midnight, or dusk, or by moving the meditation slider. Yes, Sparkle Sauce. Leo be dead. The young witcher in training. Oh, Vesemir's protege is gone. Yes. Frosty, don't actually rest because it wastes the potion. That's a good point. It passes time. You look tired, time to rest. I'll find you later. I'll find you later. Go to the menu, but don't let any hours pass. Most excellent. Thank you very much. Let's quickly look in our journal. Where was it? Characters. Fuck, there's so many characters in here. Alright, so let's read through some of these because we want to explore the lore properly. Triss Merigold. Along with me and the other witches, Triss fought in the defense of Kaer Morhen. Kaer Morhen. I always pronounce things terribly. I'm sorry. The sorceress stood against the mysterious mage, one of the leaders of the assault. She was injured and lost consciousness. Ironically, Triss is allergic to magic, and she can only be administered natural healing potions. Ah, did not know that. Right, so Triss can't be healed via magic because she's allergic to it. Sparkle Sauce, it's so early in the game for heartache. Yes, well, fortunately, we didn't really know Leo too much, so we're not too upset, I guess. It's still bad, still bad, but it's not like we knew him for ages like we knew Thane in Mass Effect. Alright, Vesemir. So Vesemir is the oldest and most experienced Witcher, possibly older than Cameron itself. Ooh. He spends each winter in the fortress and sets off the road when spring comes, just like all others. Despite his age, Vesemir is robust and lively. Many youngsters could envy him his health. An excellent fencer, he was the one who taught me swordsmanship. He has raised many witches, including me. His disciples treat him like a father. Leo was probably the old witch's last protege. The boy's death has shocked him. Poor Vesemir. Professor! One of the leaders of the Salamandra attack on Kaer Morhen was a man called the Professor, who seemed to be a cunning assassin. The other leader was a mage. Now, the mysterious mage. The mage attacked Kaer Morhen in order to steal the witch's secret hidden in the fortress. One of the leaders of the forces that attacked Kaer Morhen was a mage so powerful that even Triss Merigold could not oppose him. The organization he leads uses a symbol of the salamander. Okay, Leo. Poor Leo. Leo is the youngest of Kaer Morhen's residents. He's not a full witcher, though he has completed his training. He was not subjected to mutation, so he hasn't done the trial of the grasses yet. Leo comes across as hot-headed whelp, but is also kind-hearted and good. It appears that Leo is somewhat fascinated with me. He has heard the ballads about the White Wolf and now holds me in high regard. That's true. If you've seen the TV series or read the books, basically there's lots of ballads from when Dandelion, Jaskier met Geralt. He sings about the White Wolf's triumphs. So Geralt is probably the most famous Witcher that there is. It appears that Leo is somewhat... Oh, I said that. Leo was killed by the Professor, one of the leaders of the assault on the Kaer Morhen. The boy was too hasty and inexperienced. I was not able to help him, even though I was right beside him. Lambert, the young Witcher I met at Kaer Morhen, sure has a biting tongue. He's rude, especially to Triss Merigold, who he addresses by her last name. Which is often a sign of disrespect. Eskel, the calm and responsible Witcher from Kaer Morhen, is my peer. Wonder how he got that disfiguring scar. Yes, I agree. Eskel also had a big point to play in the TV series, which wildly differs from the books and the games. Now remember, the games are after the books have finished. And here's Eskel, and he's quite a decent guy. He is not a decent guy in the TV series. I don't know why the TV show felt the need to change that so much. To me, it's a giant failure, and they need to stop making such graphic or vast differences for no real benefit. There are other changes that the TV show does do, which I think are actually good, and they make sense, but some of these are ridiculous. Lyrium, you were so confused with Eskel in the show? Yes, as was most people. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched the show, season 2, watch it. But basically, Eskel is vastly different, and things happen to Eskel that don't align with the games or the books. And so now that's broken. Fucking stupid.
They once laid me down here.
Ooh, they once laid me down here. Yes, that's because we were injured. Alright, save game. Let's do a real save. Now, what have we got to do? Quests. Leo perished at the hand of the Professor, the bandit's leader. I need to rest and then explore the fortress. I should make sure Triss and the other witches are alright. Any surviving intruders, well, I'll make them regret Leo's murder. Ha! I must explore the fortress, make sure the others are all right. Okay. Let's get our exploration on.
Mosses and grasses. The smell is heady.
Good. Can we talk to Vesemir further?
Yes?
I'll find you later.
Oh, hang on. What are you doing? I tried to run past him.
Yes?
No.
I'll find you later.
I'm not meant to go... Okay.
Yes?
I'll find you later.
Can't run that way. Fine.
Wheel of
Frosty, the major disappointment with the show's decision with Eskel. Yes, exactly, because Eskel was a dick to Ciri, and apparently in the books, he was actually quite good to Ciri. And is one of Geralt's best friends.
All that's missing is a mage who'd know how to use this.
Can't I walk past fucking Vesemir?
Yes?
Oh, I have to rest a bit. Right. That's what we need to do. We need to rest. We need to meditate so we can learn about meditation. Okay. You've earned... That's also when we spend skill points and stuff. You've earned talents. Use these to upgrade character features that include attribute signs and combat styles. Select the feature you want to enhance to get your chances. Yeah, your choices. Yes. Okay, Frosty says to rest, but don't let any hours pass. No problem. So we've got 3 copper talent points to spend. Frosty, you sent me some suggestions. However, I don't have that document open. You want to just yell at me what you think I should be spending it on? I like Ard, but I also want to sort of put some points into... oh, if you want to level, it'll pass hours. That's cool. Maybe we'll skip it for now then. We'll just close it. I'll come back and I'll do this in between streams. Go to intelligence, you reckon? Endurance, focus, knowledge of the cleansing ritual, herbalism, potion brewing. We want potion brewing. Makes our meditation time pass. Cool. We can up our sign strength. Get level 2, grab herbalism. Herbalism. Here we go. Herbalism and... Ah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. That's how you go up the levels this way. A little bit different in the Rise of the White Wolf mod. Cool. So we can brew potions and we can gather herbs. Excellent. Cool. Meditate. Point spent, level up done, meditation complete. Now we can go past Vesemir. Oh, he's actually behind us now.
Eskel came by while you were resting. Triss is still unconscious, but stable.
That's a relief.
I've made a decision, Wolf. We abandon Kaer Morhen. There's nothing holding us here.
I see.
We need to bid Leo farewell and wait for Triss to recover.
And the bandits?
Yes, we need to finish things. But first we must make a healing potion for Triss. We'll need to search for ingredients. Nothing useful left here.
I can do that. How do I make the potion?
Lambert will give you the formula. Look for him by the fireplace. He's with our brave sorceress.
Lambert? He doesn't hate Triss?
Feels guilty, I think. The first thing Triss will hear when she wakes is, "Finally awake, Merigold." That's Lambert. Let's get to work. Later I'll teach you how to extract ingredients from monsters. I'll be in the main hall.
Fine.
Skyrim, you're finally awake. Frosty, you tend to leave leveling to later as you'll level a couple of times in the prelude. No probs, that's all good. Sparkle Saucer, you want to install a levitate button into your brain? Me too. Meditation is surprisingly difficult. Although I have been able to do it a couple of times in real life. Okay, journal quests. Oh, we've been looking at that already. Don't worry. We've been operating our journal. Don't worry, tutorial. Rid of these. Tutorial things, quests. All right, a potion for Triss. Track it on the map. Need to go out to the left. All right. Fine. Oops. Need to see Lambert in the main hall of Camoran. Find out how to brew the potion. Up we go. And take a left. Go upstairs. Walk up to the pictures on the walls before ending the prelude. Ooh, okay. Pictures. Haven't seen any pictures yet. Sounds fun. Right, now these are the busted stairs we saw before, right? So they don't really lead anywhere up here. Nope, they do not. Okie dokie. Main hall area, very good. All right, let's talk to Lambert first.
Geralt, is something wrong?
No time to talk. I need to make a potion for Triss.
You should find a vial of white gull in the armory on the upper floor. Grab some calcium equum from the evening hall. Look for white stones in one of the chests. If you find any stragglers, finish them. We don't need prisoners. The stairs are through that door. I'd go, but Merigold lies unconscious by the fire.
Duly noted, thank you.
Where can I get some alcohol?
There should be white gull in a crate in the armory on the upper floor. The room's full of weapons, you'll know it when you see it.
Just a reminder, Geralt's not asking because he wants to get hammered or he wants a drink. Alcohol is what's used to make potions. The better the quality of the alcohol, the better the quality of the potion.
Lambert, I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Leo. The bandits killed him.
He wasn't ready. What a loss. We'll hunt them down, Wolf. We'll avenge Leo.
We will. That was very heartfelt.
I'll find you later.
Prepare potions in meditation mode. Thank you, tutorial. Get a mineral and some alcohol to Lambert, killing any enemies along the way. Trish is over here. Laid out by the fire. Still can't loot the chicken. I'll loot this. Left click on a lit campfire to enter meditation mode. Ah, yes, okay. I don't want to meditate. No, cancel. Meditate 0 hours. And we talk to Triss. Cannot. Alright, poor Triss. She cops it in the books in the series, and now she's copping it in the games. Poor girl. Thank you, Frosty. I did it.
Slaying the dragon.
Ooh, Witcher George, slaying a dragon. We've all been there. Ha! Curled up by a fire. Yes, we've all drunk too much, been hungover. So these are the pictures you're talking about, Frosty?
Seems witches have always been better with a sword than with a paintbrush.
Not the best pictures, hey, Geralt? There's 3 paintings. There's 3? Where's the other one? 1, 2. Oh, is it back there? Yes, there it is. Geralt, what say ye?
Defending common folk. Inspiring.
Very inspiring. Let's loot the chicken. Loot the chicken, finally. We gain some chicken legs. Loot the old cupboard. Get some shitty alcohol and some meat. Oh, and some other stuff. All right. Whatever's in there. Oh, there's a barrel. There's an invisible barrel. Where be the barrel? Oh, game bug number 1 detected. We switch camera modes. Nope, cannot see or interact with the barrel. Never mind, carry on. I blew it up. Yeah. Fair enough, I blew it up. Thus, I can't loot it, but the text remains. But the memory remains. Time to crack on. Ooh, a bot got through. A chat bot got through. He got through my rules and filters. Frosty, when you tried to get the door open, yep, that's when I busted the barrel. My bad, my bad. Ban the bot, I know. Oh, this is locked. It's not the way to go. Courtyard. It says not much. Basic alchemy, we'll learn about that. Potion for Triss. I found the mineral lurb. Oh, so I've got the ingredients. Okay, so now we just need to brew the potion. Frosty, you do it but no modding powers. I shall grant you some moderation powers in between streams. Bright might have got onto it. Bright's got powers. Bright loves a good banning. Or Grizz. Grizz also has moderation powers. He also loves to purge things. Grizz did it. Nice work, Grizz. Alright, let's brew a potion. Where's the alchemy button? Potion preparation. Select the formula to add the ingredients to the vial automatically. Then left click on mix at the bottom. Left click the hourglass to brew it whilst meditating. So we need white gold. Chemical base used to make other potions. Oh, okay. Let's this work. Please select an alchemical base to start with. Okay. Don't have an alcohol base to start with. Doing this wrong? Please select an alchemical base to start with. I don't have any. Have I not picked it up? Where did he say the thing was? You got more shit to collect, yeah. Did he say it was upstairs or in another area? I forgot where he said the other thing was. Upstairs. Ooh, and I see some bandits. Which way is upstairs? That's where we came in, so I guess we go to the left on the other side of the kitchen, is it? Ah, here we go. This way, my bad. Now we're on the right path. Alright, dickhead. Call me a bastard. Dude, you're the one that's invading my home. Quick attack style. Don't think we will regret anything. Give me your loot. Oh, some coin. Yoink. Track quests. I'll point you to it. Ah, yes, I forgot about that. No, it is marked as being tracked. Found the mineral, but I need to find the alcohol. But it's not showing on my mini-map. Pending Cameron. Or hen, sorry, Cam or in. Cancel tracking. No, it's active. That's the one we want to track. Anyway, whatever. Upstairs we go. And a quick save. Oh, fast mode. There we go. Oh, slapped him. Fast guy. On to strong guy. Get my timing. Come on, Shade. We can do it.
Mess with me and die.
Yes. Potion for Triss. Yeah, that's... I've got track potion for Triss, because when I say here, it says cancel tracking, which means it's the one being tracked. But the little symbol... Anyway, that's fine. Figure it out. That's what we need to collect, though, was it? Was that the... unknown potion? One's great. Now I can see an orange triangle on the mini map. You guys down. Let's clear out the rest of these dickheads. There's to Triss's room. Nope. Grab some Kedwin Stout. Delicious. Ow. Stab him! Yes! Get out of here, dickhead. Oh, another one. Turn off floating meshes is like too fast in the game options. Nope, that's fine. I killed all the bandits. Quest updated, I've killed all the bandits. Very good. Grab the rest of the stuff. Frosty, in the previous section the icon was grey to show it was closed. Hard to see, no idea why they chose grey of all things. Me neither. I don't know. That's alright. We'll figure it all out together. And we'll grab whatever loot he's got. Some coin, thank you. Quick save, and we'll carry on. Oh, there we go. Go to the evening hall and crate. Things in here. Think. A book? What does that do? The book discusses frighteners. So, right click to read. A collection of information on an unusually rare monster known as the Frightener. This book adds a bestiary entry to the journal. Cool, so now we can learn about the... Oh, geez, look at all this. Oh, these are ingredients you can harvest from various things. We're not going to do that. Where is... These has bestiary, doesn't it? Monsters, that's it. Okay, Frightener. They're very rare. They come into being as a result of magical experiments to create a Frightener. A mage has to possess great power and basic knowledge of mutation. They're immune to all effects, susceptibility, they're sensitive to steel and silver, and very sensitive to loud sounds at high frequencies. A little bit like Venom and the symbiotes. Tactics. In combat, Frighteners rely on their size and strength. They try to knock their opponent down and then deal a lethal blow. Okay. Alchemy. Frightener's Iron Claw. The first mage to create a Frightener was the infamous renegade Dagobert Sulla, a diligent student of the Zerikanian Masters of Alchemy and the supervisor of the Trial of the Grasses, carried out at Kaer Morhen. Yeah, interesting. So the Trial of the Grasses, as we mentioned already, that is what the witches undertake to get mutated and enhanced. Only 30% of those who undertake it survive. Upon beholding the abomination he had created, Sulla is said to have cried, "What have I done?" He destroyed the monster. His notes, however, survived. And that's why others are able to do it, I guess. Bucklesaws, who loves hot cross buns? I don't love them. To be honest, I don't love them. Loved baked goods, but hot cross buns are a bit, yeah, they're okay. Let's get out of the evening hall. Let's explore over here. Monstrum, a Betrayal of Witches, an anti-witcher pamphlet. Ooh, let's have a look at all this. White Gull, that's the potion we needed to enhance other potions. Mold, witches, hallucinogen as well. And something else unknown. Alright, we'll grab all of that. That's what we needed for Triss. That's the grey icon on the mini-map that Frosty was referring to. Let's read this book. Monstrum, or a portrayal of Witches Anonymous. Indeed, there is nothing more repulsive than these monsters that defy nature and are known by the name of Witcher, as they are the offspring of foul sorcery and witchcraft. They are also the offspring that happen to save humanity from all the monsters, you dick. They are unscrupulous scoundrels without conscience and virtue. Veritable creatures from hell, capable only of taking lives. They have no place amongst decent and honest folk. And this Kaer Morhen is where these villains nest and practice foul rituals must be wiped off the face of the earth. And all evil traces of it need to be treated with the salt and saltpeter to complete the deed. Yes, so that's an example of the hatred that witches tend to attract, despite the fact that the witches are what have saved humans from being wiped out from monsters. Dicks! Such dickery. Oh my god, such dickery. Frosty, you can leave the bottled water, you can't sell it, and it's rubbish compared to Tawny Owl. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Lost it, bottled water, restores endurance, okay. So I drank it. Meant to instead drop it. You want some? Ooh. What have we got here? Where does this go? Mary, an iron dagger. This is also an iron dagger, and that's an iron dagger. So many iron daggers to pick up. We can't just put them in our inventory either. They have to go into the equipment slots. So we are carrying a dagger on our leg there. Carry a second one. And here's an axe that can go on the other leg. I also tend to not use alternate weapons very much because they're not as good as your swords most of the time, right? Did you get the hot cross bun gin? Oh, that sounds delicious. No, I haven't had the hot cross bun gin. I've had the apple crumble Baileys you've recommended, and now an apple pie Baileys. Also very delicious. In fact, I think even more delicious than the apple crumble one was. And Frosty's got it in stock at their store. Awesome. Frosties, you did that from Aldi. So Frosty works at Dan Murphy's, right? So Dan Murphy's therefore should have what you speak. Nice, came in. 'Tis the season for anything hot cross bun flavored. BWS, sorry Frosty, I was close. BWS, not Dan's. Alrighty, so let's run out and around and we can craft potion finally for Triss, yeah? What does the quest say? I've done all that Lambert asked, I should talk to him. Lambert, give me the formula to make Triss better.
What do you need?
Done. I have the ingredients and it's safe upstairs.
Good. You'll need 2 more things to make the potion. The claw of a mighty beast and some celandine. Vesemir will tell you where to find them. Let me teach you the formula.
Thank you. So we gotta find some celandine, which I think is a flower or a plant of some kind. And we need to fight a beast. That's fine too. Eskel, what about you?
Need anything, Wolf?
I have some questions.
What is it?
Oh, okay. Let's talk to or is it Eskel?
You seem to feel at home here.
Well, I've always preferred an armory to a lab. Though Vesemir plays up the importance of potions, he's hardly an expert. After all, he's always taught swordplay. Still, he tries to teach us everything he learned when he was young, and that was a while back. But to be honest, I don't care for all these powders, mushrooms, and other trash.
Okay, fair enough.
Couldn't Triss have helped with Leo's mutation?
Maybe. It's a little more complicated than that. See, we've never shown her the lab, and the last mutation was completed years ago, before the battle. Vesemir can tell you more.
So the whole mutation and trial of the grasses is a highly guarded secret of the witches. So Triss doesn't know how it works, and basically almost no one knows how it works.
You really think Triss never used magic to peek inside?
She respects our secrets, and she's done a lot for us. For you. I trust her.
So why haven't you shown her the lab?
Triss would like to use our secrets to heal people and such. I've no doubt she'd try, but it's never that simple. Ever heard of the gnome Alfred Nabel?
Eskel, I have amnesia.
An incomparable inventor, like most of his race. Through years of research, he discovered an amazing substance. He intended it for use in mines and quarries. Though a genius, Alfred failed to foresee his invention's possible applications. Others quickly realized that a substance designed to rip granite from the ground could destroy castle walls. Some even considered using it in open battle.
I get it. So what happened to Alfred's discovery?
Mages stopped it from spreading. Alfred committed suicide, and his lab burned down.
Oh, damn. I also forgot that there are gnomes in the world of The Witcher as well. There are gnomes that are here. And Sparkle Sauce, yes, he has just a wee scar. Very minor scar on his face. And Vito, you got your new RAM yesterday for your new work boots. That is awesome. Does your new RAM, I'm assuming, has some fancy RGB colorings as well, yes? All right. Tell me about the
trial of the grasses.
It's a 3-stage process. The first is the choice. Leo completed it, enduring the hard training and diet.
I presume it's more than your basic lettuce and carrots.
Special mushrooms, mosses, and herbs are grown in the lab. Combined with training, they accelerate muscle growth and digestion, improving the body's general condition.
Does everyone pass the first stage?
Unfortunately not. The liver and heart often fail, the mind sometimes too, resulting in excessive aggression.
What's the second stage?
The trial of the grasses. More idiotic tales have been conjured up about that than about princesses and dwarves. Before the raid, the lab contained vials, hearths, formulae, herbs, and the grasses. A mage and his magic were all that was lacking.
Did you ever witness a trial?
Just one. Our own. I thought I was going to lose it when your hair turned white. The grasses affect the nervous system, so magic must control the process. The trial results in lightning-fast reflexes, reaction times normal people will never attain. Only 4 out of 10 survive.
4 out of 10. I thought it was 3 out of 10. All right.
Quite a cut. And the last stage?
I don't know the specifics. It involves changes like the mutation of the eyes, the bone marrow, hormones. In exchange, we see in the dark, heal much faster than ordinary folk, and gain increased resistance to poison.
Interesting. What's the cost?
We're infertile.
The changes are irreversible?
Entirely.
Yes, so witches are infertile as a result, but they get a lot of upgrades in the process. And good night, Sparkle Sauce. Thanks for coming along.
What do I use as the base for my potion?
Alcohol. The better it is, the purer and more powerful your potion.
Yep, that I already covered. Okay.
Did you see the magic storm?
Yes, I was out hunting. Just before the storm came, a swarm of nightjars took flight. Hundreds of them. Gray streaks across the sky, trilling wildly. Usually less of them gather, and their cries rarely sound so desperate. When the storm came, I gave up the hunt and headed toward Kaer Morhen. Met the others on the way.
We'll talk later.
Good chat. Thanks, Eskel.
Oh, that was a tough fight.
I found a few intruders upstairs, but...
I understand they won't be a problem. Lambert, however, let the Frightener get to him. Nothing serious. Good you went after Triss and handled that mage.
She was able to salvage some equipment, but it looks like the main device has vanished.
Our beautiful sorceress was right, I know. You did well, Wolf. Take this armor and sword. I've been keeping them for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Lambert gave me the formula.
I take it you already have white gall and calcium equum.
I do. What next?
You'll need celandine. Take what I have. Plus the claw of a monster, like the Frightener. To skin a creature, take a sharp knife and cut along the torso. You'll find the Frightener's carcass in the upper courtyard. Once you've extracted the claw, rest by the fire while making the potion.
Oh, I want to talk about other things first.
Yes?
Other things to talk about first.
What if I get the ingredients wrong?
You'll have to find more.
Where?
I'll have another claw and more celandine. Eskel has alcohol, and I saw calcium equum somewhere upstairs. But try to get it right the first time. It's not that hard.
Don't fail, Geralt. Just get your shit together. Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Are there other witchers?
There were 3 witcher schools in all, but it's been long since I've heard word of the other 2. You've met all the witchers I know of, except for Berengar.
Did I know him?
I don't believe so. An introvert, he chose his own path. Actually, none here can say they know Berengar. He often ran away from Kaer Morhen, though he would always return in the end. After the trial of the grasses, he finally accepted his destiny and started training for real.
Ah, Berengar. I think he comes up again at some point.
Why isn't he here?
I don't know. We lost touch with him a while back.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Who was Leo?
One of hundreds of orphans of the war with Nilfgaard. I apprenticed him 6 years ago.
I'm sorry.
We'll recover our secrets and find Leo's murderers, even if they fled to the end of the world.
So yes, a lot of those who become witches are orphans, or those kids and stuff that are abandoned, or discarded. That's who a lot of witches are. They're orphans, or they come from a harsh origin to start with. Geralt is a little bit different, actually. That's kind of headed towards the books, but basically Geralt, I think, is the son of a druid and a sorceress, or something to that effect, or a warrior and a sorcerer. I can't remember. Anyway, that doesn't really come up in this game, though.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
You mentioned defending Kaer Morhen before.
Yes. 15 witchers once lived here, training boys for their trials. Only they knew the secrets of mutation. Witchers who set out on the path and failed to assimilate among humans wintered here. Before the battle, 23 witchers and 40 students called Kaer Morhen home.
40.
Too damned few for the mob that attacked. I never knew why they came. Some say a sudden explosion of anger born of disdain for witchers. But no. Someone provoked the mob with flyers filled with lies. Special agents read them to the peasants. Truer still, the fanatics could never have taken the fort without the aid of sorcerers, though they outnumbered us by far. They didn't even spare the youngest. I alone survived, concealed among the corpses. Walk around, Wolf. The skeletons remain. You may find a flyer, there used to be hundreds. Memorize it as a warning of the evil humans can perpetrate.
What he's referring to is what's called the sacking of Kaer Morhen, which is basically, at some point, humans got revved up so much by a lot of propaganda and bullshit, and that's one of the flyers we read earlier, where they came and invaded, a whole horde of them came and invaded Kaer Morhen and basically killed all the witches and took everything that they could. So all the good stuff was gone. That's where all the damage to this castle has come from. Everyone was killed except Vesemir. Geralt and the other witches were not home or not here at the time. And I can't remember how long ago that happened. Or was that predating Geralt? That bit I can't remember either. But anyway, that's what he's referring to. So the witches have had their home invaded once before and lost a lot once before. And that was kind of, I think, the start of the downfall of the witches as a result. But yes, humans be dicks. Grizz, isn't there a movie on that? Anime, but that has Geralt in it, you thought. On the sacking of Cameron, I'm not aware of that. It's possible, but I'm not aware.
We'll speak later.
It's also mentioned in the Netflix TV series as well. Oh, we've upgraded our gear. We got some sword. Yep. All right, cool. So, what is our quest? A potion. Vesemir mentioned another graduate of Cameron, the witch named Berengar. Okay, so my Cameron companions and I are not the only remaining witches. Apparently Berengar is also still alive. He stays away from the Brotherhood and wasn't at the fortress when it was attacked. Where is he? Where was he then? And who is he? If I ever meet him, I'll be certain to ask at least those questions. That's going to carry out throughout a whole portion of the game, I think. Alright, a potion for Triss. I've learned how to skin monsters. Vesemir told me to find the frightenous carcass in the courtyard. I need to carve a claw from the beast's corpse. Cool, I need to go to the courtyard and remove a claw. This way. So Frosty, it's not predating as it's the reason why there are so few, and as they also lost the knowledge of how to create more of them. Also why they never let Triss snoop the lab. Ah, Grizz, the Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf. Okay, so that's like an anime that covers the sacking of Kaer Morhen, is it? That's interesting. So yes, during that sacking, that's where they lost a lot of the ingredients and formula or documents or something that explained or enabled them to create more witches. So all that's left to create more witches are the resources they currently had. And in season 2 of The Witcher, they cover that. Although then I think in the TV series, I'm not sure if it's relevant to the books or if it's accurate to the books, they were able to create another potion. And Frosty says that's why they also don't let Triss or anyone else go through the lab in detail. Vito, Geralt was at the sacking. He was one of the 4 young men with Vesemir. Oh, okay. Did not know that. And Frosty, I think there was those with the knowledge that were killed. Right. So, one of the big downfalls of The Witcher is no one knows how to create the potions and alchemical ingredients for making more witches. Getting monsters. To extract an alchemical components, left click. That sounds easy. Read books to gain information about monsters and alchemical ingredients. You must know about ingredients before you can collect them. So one of the mechanisms in this game is you need to find and buy books to read them, to study monsters, to learn how to harvest ingredients, because apparently Geralt's forgotten how to do that. Alright, what have we got? Frightener's Eye. Yoink. And a Frightener's Claw. Yoink. Now you can, I believe, in these games use rare components like this to create mutagens and trophies to further enhance Geralt's abilities. Go out here any further? Nope. Oh, hang on. Can I knock this down now that I've got Ard? Ah, you can make a noise. So I'm guessing if you choose to fight the monster instead of going to the lab, you can use Ard on the cauldron to make a noise to weaken it. We went to the lab instead though, so we didn't have to fight it. Back inside. A quest log says I should find Vesemir, meditate and prepare the potion. Right, let's talk to Vesemir first.
Yes?
Where are Lambert and Eskel?
Upstairs. Lambert's in the library, and Eskel's taking Triss to her room.
Okay.
I have all the ingredients.
Good. Now rest and prepare the potion according to the formula.
Okay.
We'll speak later.
Meditation time. You can only meditate by fireplaces, I believe. Although I think that changes in The Witcher 2 and 3. Click the file to create potions. So I think that his icon has changed as we have got the mod installed. Rise of the White Wolf. This is it, potion for Triss. Add that to the mix, which is now upped our meditation time. We hit the meditate. The more potions you mix and the more powerful the potion, the more time that you have as a minimum to rest and meditate whilst the potion brews. Okay, we have our potion. Time to go upstairs. I should take the potion to Triss's room on the upper floor. Righty. I think it's this way. Minimap is not telling me. There's this way. Nope, that one's busted, so other side of the kitchen then. Oh, there's Vesemir. Can I say, hey Vesemir, look how cool I am, I made a potion.
Yes?
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Any idea who attacked?
No, but the mage suggests no ordinary bandits. We found pins adorned with salamanders on the dead. The symbol of their organization, perhaps? I sense hard times ahead.
More hard times?
We'll speak later.
Already had hard times, bro. He sounds so grumpy with his yes. He does, doesn't he? Kind of like the deepness of the voices. There's the nice, rich, deep voices. Doug Cockle, who voices Geralt in all of the games, does a smashing job. He also inspired Henry Cavill in how to do his Witcher voice for The Witcher TV show. Yeah, oh, there's just a random room. In here. Nothing. Okay, let's carry on this way then. Quest marker says in here. Stairs to Triss's room. More stairs. Oh, there's a trunk. Anything good? Bottled water, which I probably shouldn't have picked up. Ah, and there's grindstones where you can temporarily upgrade your weapons. I forgot about those. Okay. All the things, grab all the things, carry on. I will sort out inventory in between streams as per usual. Alright, so we're now on the other side of the busted stairs. So now we can go up further. This place is a mess. That's such an ass-about route. Oh, this is a fancy room. Look at the polish on the floor. Look at those reflections. Very fancy. Grab some berries from there. We got here, grab some wine. Yeah, that sounds great. Alrighty, save game and talk to Triss. Let's try and help out poor Triss. Maybe with a bonus. Double click on the healing potion to give it to her. Win favors of other characters by giving them gifts. So there's a gift giving mechanism sometimes you can use when talking to people. Okay. And Delenn, you remember this room from The Witcher 3? Ah, cool. It's good that there's a comeback then. Have something for you, Triss. It is a potion.
Thank you, Geralt.
I hope this potion helps.
That was terrible. I dreamt Lambert was with me. He was staring at me, saying things like, "Don't go dying on me, Merigold," calling me big-headed. I'm so glad to see you. What?
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I know we should set out, but I have a feeling we won't be back. Perhaps ever.
Yes.
Won't you stay just a bit longer? With me?
Right, so as a background, and if you've seen the TV show, you can also see it, that Triss tends to have a bit of a thing for Geralt. She has a bit of a lady boner for Geralt. Geralt doesn't know any better, and he knows that he has some kind of connection to Triss. He's not sure what. I think it gets uncovered later that maybe Triss helped him heal from when he Well, he did recently get helped with his healing from his amnesia and whatever else. But anyway, he has a connection to Triss. They actually do go a fair way back. She has liked him for a long ass time.
I suppose we have some time.
I'm so happy you're back. When I saw you, all the feelings I tried to deny returned, stronger than ever.
Triss, I'm not ready to talk about the past.
Of course. I shouldn't pressure you. I just feel so... the powers. I'm behaving like a teenager. Let's focus on the present. I guess I disappointed you all. Forgive me.
So yes, Triss has strong feelings for Geralt. To be honest, she kind of takes advantage of Geralt, but that'll play out as The Witcher 1 and 2 unfold. Because Triss knows things about Geralt's past that she kind of withholds from him that might sway certain decisions he makes. So Triss, let's be honest, and if those who know what I'm talking about, Triss actually does take advantage of Geralt's amnesia. But anyway, let's play along, because right now, we don't know any better. So, Triss, don't feel guilty. You didn't fail us. You helped us.
Nothing to forgive. What I felt when I learned you were alive, hard to compare to anything.
Oh.
Except maybe what I feel as I look at you.
I missed you so. Let's see if the best bed in Kaer Morhen can hold us.
Ooh, there we go. He's also a sorceress, and it's kind of expected. That's true. Sorceresses do take advantage of a lot of people constantly. That's one of the reasons they're mistrusted. Anyway, this is how the sex scenes work in The Witcher 1. Something unfolds, and you collect a semi-nude card for your journal.
Geralt, a pleasure, as always.
As always?
You don't remember anything?
Unfortunately.
Well, you have something to look forward to then. No matter. Tell me, how did the battle end?
They broke into the lab, killed Leo, stole our mutagens, and escaped.
Poor Vesemir. Another protege dead prematurely.
We delayed the funeral until you awoke.
Thank you. As for the mutagens, their loss could prove catastrophic. Let's not lose any more time. Unless there's something you'd like to ask me?
There's probably quite a bit to ask, given all of that. Alright.
The theft. What are its possible consequences?
Most sorcerers and rulers would sell their greedy, power-hungry souls to get the mutagens. Only a master of the arcane arts can use that knowledge. Not many of those left.
What about wealthy merchants, dukes, kings?
Perhaps. Anything's possible, but speculating wastes time. We just don't have enough information.
True.
Geralt, can we go?
Not yet. Frosty, chitty chats, but don't pick number 1. You've got stuff to do first. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, Frosty. We'll do that. Let me talk some more, and then we'll hold off and see what else we need to do before we crack on.
Know anything more about the sorcerer who ransacked the lab?
He's very powerful. He completely controlled the energy he drew from the circle. We may soon be facing another Vilgefortz.
Who?
No matter.
Vilgefortz!
I have something I'd like to teach you.
Oh, what are you teaching us? Oh, she taught us a formula. Okay. Quest completed. A potion for Triss. We learned some formula like cat. This is said to have been the first potion created specifically for witches. The concoction allows witches to pursue monsters into their lairs, including dark caves, ruins, and crypts, because it augments vision to pick up additional wavelengths of light. To prevent blinding, the inhibitor's pupils automatically narrow when the light is bright. In bright light, this is possibly the potion most commonly used by witches. And that's also, I think, the visual aspect in the TV show when you see the witches drink, because their pupils become massive and take over their whole eyes, I think. Alright, the potion for Triss, we already did that. White Gull. So White Gull is a potion you can brew with ingredients to effectively make a potent potion base if you don't have any other strong or high quality alcohols to use as a base. It's a mild hallucinogen which provides pleasure during the long nights witches spend at their fortress. waiting out the winter. The witches make this potion using secret saraphites grown in the dungeons of Kaer Morhen. But it can also be made from commonly available ingredients. There we go. Vito says, teach me, teach me, teach me. Yeah, me too. Triss, there's still some things to talk about.
Geralt, can we go?
Almost. Not yet.
Can you restore my memory?
I'd have to examine you. There's a good chance your memory will return on its own.
How much chance?
It's difficult to say. It might help if I knew what caused you to lose your memory.
Well, no time for that now.
Geralt, can we go?
Need to do something
first.
Need
to do something. I'll come back and get you when I'm ready.
Okay, Frosty, so what else are we doing before we carry on? I think I've done everything nearby. I forgot that there was a whole prologue thing that you sent me. I've only got the chapter 1 stuff open for me at the moment. Berengar's Secret, that's a quest that carries on through a chunk of the game. Defending Cameron, I should speak with either Triss or Vesemir and then go to Leo's funeral. Talk to Eskel and Lambert again. Thank you, that's where we're going. Talk to those dudes first. And, there we go. Here's Lambert in the library.
What is it, Wolf?
Any thoughts on the attackers?
Amateurs. If not for the mage and the frightener, we'd have beaten them blindfolded.
But they had a mage and a frightener.
Yeah.
They robbed us and killed Leo.
True, but we'll find them.
Okay, sure.
Leo said he almost defeated you.
We were sparring when that storm arrived. My medallion jerked so hard I almost fell. The boy saw an opening. He certainly had potential. Then Merigold appeared, shaking, delirious. She insisted we chase the wild hunt. Vesemir agreed. He always had a soft spot for her.
You dislike Triss?
She's too pretentious for my taste.
Ah. So the wild hunt. There's the first reference in the games for the wild hunt. We're not talking about that right now. That's a big topic for a future time and a future game. The books also refer to the Wild Hunt, but effectively that's part of the main plot in The Witcher 3.
Can you tell me about the fighting styles Witchers use?
The art of combat involves 3 traditional sword fighting styles, plus a few variations designed for combating monsters.
Start with the basic styles.
Kaer Morhen is the wolf school. Old Vesemir always made sure we trained more as warriors than mages, though we also learned the signs. Witches employ 3 fighting styles. There's Aden Enye, the fiery dancer, which we call the fast style. The Viruleden Nef de Fendlediv, the group style. And the Temerian Devil, the strong style. Which style do you want to hear about?
The
all
fiery
of them.
Dancer sounds interesting.
Yeah,
the legendary elven swordsman and poet Nissael created it, basing the system of steps and cuts on his observations of wildcats, especially the ocelots that elven rulers used as palace guards. The fiery dancer favors speed and agility over strength of blows. Opponents simply don't have the time to strike back. The ideal swordsman is a flame that cannot be hurt and inflicts wounds each time it is touched. Nissael himself wrote that. The style is popular among the elven aristocracy. Which style do you want to hear about?
That's very good. So we're going to use that one against fast opponents. But if an opponent is too big and strong and tough, although we hit them many times, we don't do enough damage. That's why we've got to use the strong style.
Temerian Devil sounds familiar.
Sounds poetic, but there's little or no philosophy involved. Devised by Temerian landsknechts, simple men. It's best against heavy armored opponents. Which style do you want to hear about?
And Grizz says, learn the Your Face style, or the Your Sex Tape style. Name of your sex tape.
Tell me about the Viruleden style.
Literally translated, it is the Nine-Sun sword style. The swordsman of Viruledo developed it as a method for tackling several opponents through complex slashing sequences. They say masters of this style can fight 9 opponents simultaneously.
9?
Which style do you want to hear about?
About what happens when there's 10? That's too much, is it?
I think I've heard enough.
All right.
We'll speak later.
Okay. Spoken to Lambert. Lambert, sorry. Why is he walking like a weirdo? And Eskel, Frosty said, is in the back room. So is it this room? No, he is not here. Eskel, where be ye? Not on the ground floor. Nothing in the library to pick up either. Oh, hang on. The dresser here. More bottled water that... Can we sell it? Should I pick it up to sell for later? Got some already. Anyway, he's up here somewhere. That's fine. Thank you, Frosty. We shall find him. The room here. Let's go in here and have a look. Oh, this is a beat-up room. This castle really is not in good shape. It is massive, but in terrible shape. That's what she said? Yes, I'm running around pushing Alt to reveal all the things. He's right there back at it. Oh, there he is. Ha! How did I run past him? Sorry about that. Quick save. Talk to Eskel. Come here, dude. Get our dialogue on.
Have you spoken to Lambert about combat?
Yes.
He's quick to use his sword, and has quite a bit to say about it. But that's not always the best tactic. Let me show you some hand-to-hand techniques.
Ooh. Right.
All right.
The yellow base indicates characters you can fist fight. Left click to attack them. Ah, that's right. There's a fist fighting minigame in this. I might need to look at a mod to make that
you
faster.
Asked for it.
Because you can dodge. Oh, he got me. I'm gonna have to look into this in between streams to make sure we don't fail later. Got a mod on that eases the poker minigame. Oh, slap. Oh, dick punch. And an uppercut. There you go, Grizz. Frosty sent me some info. Thank you very much. You just left click, then immediately block and hope he misses.
Not
Sounds
bad.
good.
You seem to be in good shape.
Eskel, you know I need practice.
What else can we talk about, Eskel?
How can I help?
Oh, we've talked about everything else already.
We'll talk later.
Okay. Frosty, you can send me an email tutorial. That might be useful too, yes. But now we've done that, it's unlocked the quest series for doing fist fights. So Eskel and I boxed. I need some training as a fist fighter. I should look for opponents to improve my skills. So I think each chapter, there's someone to fight, getting harder each time, just like there is with dice poker, which can be frustrating. Some of these mini games are frustrating. I've put a mod on to make the dice poker more fair, because the game is actually biased against Geralt. But I've not only made it fair, I've actually made it even easier for us, so we can sort of hopefully get through those mini games quickly, because I don't want to spend too long on those, because I find them tedious, and I think they can detract from the main point of the game. Alright, we are done up here, right? Time to track quest, yep. We need to... Oh, hang on, what does it say? I should speak with either Triss or Vesemir, then go to Leo's funeral. Happened to Triss. Let's go talk to Triss. Crack on with the quest. In the shiny floor, Triss, you've got the nicest room by a long shot. Maze balls. Let's go, babe.
Geralt, can we go?
Yes, I believe we can. Or talk to Vesticle first and level. Alright, Frosty, our director.
I need to do something.
Has made a call.
Get you when I'm ready.
Talk to Vesticles. Vesemir. Alright, we'll go down and talk to Vesemir. And level up, you reckon? Ready? Look at my PMs. I can't look at my PMs right now. It's too hard to look at my PMs while streaming. This way? Can we go this way? Yes. On the stairs. Vesemir. Triss is up and healed. Not only that, we had a solid banging sash, so she's definitely recovered. Yes, I can on my phone, Frosty. I can indeed check it on my phone. Let me jump to Discord. Intelligence and Ard. Excellent. Monster Law and then Stun and Ard. Sounds great. Let's level up with Frosty's direction. Vesemir first. Talk to Vesemir.
Yes?
We'll speak later.
There's nothing else to talk about, but we can level up by the fireplace. We need to get closer to the fireplace. There we go. New talents acquired. Excellent. Alrighty, so we are spending talents on intelligence and Ard. How many points have we got? We got 3 copper points. Intelligence to level 2 herbalism. We want monster law, right? Yep. So we've got herbalism, monster law, yep. And then stun of Ard. Stun. Chance of stunning, excellent. And this is more Ard power. Twitch just did a bit weird, but you're back. No problems, Frosty. Intelligence and Ard. So we've got monster law and herbalism. Sign intensity boosted during moon rises. No, I don't want to do that. We should probably put something, I guess, into the likes of strength or stamina then. We've got 1 more point to spend. True grit. More damage. Oh, when he's on low health. Okay, what's this one? Dex or strength, yeah. Vitality restoration. Oh, it's already enabled. Or is it? What point? Why can't I... Oh, we need to get level 1 here. Oh, okay. Strength level 1. Okay. That's our point spent. Time to meditate. I did strength 2, Frosty. Both are good passives to begin with. Yep, I agree. Cool. New journal entries. Okay, for ingredients, because we've learnt more out of the bestiary. Excellent. Drowners, bark heists, schools, and graveyards. Let's hold off on reading them till we encounter them. Alright, so we talk to Vesemir and away we go.
Yes?
Vesemir, we can proceed with the funeral.
I take it Triss has recovered. All right, let's begin.
He definitely has recovered.
Right after the funeral.
He gave her the good old recovery.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Alright, time for poor Leo's funeral. Died a noble death.
We don't know where the bandits came from or who's behind them. We'll draw attention if we venture out as a group. By splitting up, we can also cover more territory.
I'll go west. I know a few people there, and I prefer the coastal climate.
Then I'll head east, to Kedwin, unless someone objects.
That's fine. Which way should I go?
South, to Temeria. King Foltest owes you a debt of gratitude. Some time ago, you removed a curse from his daughter. You might happen on the bandits' trail there. And you, Triss?
I'll try to use my influence to find the bandits.
If I learn anything, I'll contact Geralt.
Oh, hugs. Yes, very good. It's a good point. We haven't seen the cinematic clip
I'll
yet.
gather what information I can and find you in Vesemir.
Triss.
Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears.
Fair enough.
Don't get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon.
Beatrice, and she portals out of here. Portal me somewhere. We gotta walk. We gotta walk manually. Bandits succeeded in stealing secrets which the Witcher had been guarding for centuries. Their leader, a Zeracunian mage, proved too powerful even for Triss Merigold. The Witchers set out in search of the stolen secrets, classically to the four corners of the world. Geralt of Rivia went south to Vesemir. How am I reading this? I thought it was narrated. Geralt hates teleporting. Love it.
Caroline,
Chapter 1.
I'm tired. It's not far now. We'll be there soon.
Narrated by Shade.
We'll fetch you warm milk and honey. You'd like that.
Very much. Thank you, Caroline. What are those dogs doing? Dogs?
What dogs? Are they eating a dead person?
Alvin, do exactly as I say. This is important.
Where's
Run to the
Osai?
inn as fast as you can, and don't look back. Understand?
Evil dogs. Run!
Here they are, Alvin. Get on it. They are very evil looking dogs. Look at that shit. And I've got the music volume turned down, so it's not quite as dramatic.
What the hell? Shut the gate, quickly! The beast! The beast is attacking! Sound the alarm!
Go, Alvin, go! Did the girl get in? No, poor girl. Damn! Poor Alvin. Alright, we're still loading, are we? It's coming. So what Triss or Vesemir, sorry, what Vesemir referred to is the King of Temeria, King Foltest, owes Geralt a favor. Because long ago, or maybe not that long ago, anyway, a while back, Geralt cured his daughter of a curse. That curse was her being a striga. Now this is what happens in the books and in the TV series. You get to see that in season 1 of The Witcher. It's also a cinematic that is supposed to be played at the start of the game, but maybe that's because it's yeah, I think it has crashed, Frosty, yeah. There's an awesome cinematic that shows Geralt fighting the striga. So we might, at next session, try and do what I can to play that. Game has crashed. Let's kill it. Let's reload. But we're approaching the end of stream time anyway, and we've finished the end of the prologue. Oh, okay. We're not getting good practice. Oh, it has definitely crashed. Hang on. There we go. Kill that shit. Oh, oh. we? How long is The Witcher 1? That's a good question, actually. I can't remember. I'll have to check that again. I thought it was around... Is it around the 60 hours mark? Load this up. Not as long as Dragon Age Inquisition. 5 chapters plus epilogue, so it's not too bad. No, it's not too bad. It's probably about, yeah, it's a reasonable length, I think, and it carries the story pretty well.
Geralt, Melitele must have sent you. There's a woman outside. The dogs will tear her apart. Help her. Help! No!
Don't open the gate! The beasts will enter! These dogs are deadly.
You people are monsters! Stand aside! I'll save her myself!
Stop. Don't go out there alone.
Damn you! We're all going to die!
Damn! We're all gonna die! Yes. Vito, you say about 35 hours. That's much shorter. Okay, cool. We'll have this done in no time, then. So Frosty says 60, Vito says 35. What does howlongtobeat.com say? But if you do everything, it's upwards of 60. Okay, cool. Well, our intention is to do, as usual, to be fairly thorough and do most things. Not necessarily absolutely every collectible and whatever else. Sometimes we go a little bit slower when we make sure we explain the story and the lore that's relevant to what's happening at the time as well. So I'm going to guess it's going to be approximately 50-ish. Grizz, with Shade reading everything twice, 90 hours. All right, Vito, so main plot is 35 plus side content. Yeah, so I reckon we will be somewhere between the 50 and 60 hours. Cool. All right, well, we're on to Chapter 1, the actual official start of Chapter 1. I'm going to stop things there so things are nice and tidy and kept together. So we're going to finish the stream a little bit early. It's only 15 minutes, so I do apologize it's a little bit early. But I do want to make sure we try and keep things, together and succinct, not only for the streams making sense, but also the recorded episodes as we play through them. And I eventually catch up and post them to YouTube also. Okay, so that's the start of The Witcher. That's the experience that we're in for. Although, look, there is still, although it's a bit clunky, there is still some good stuff to come. You haven't seen all the highlights that there is of The Witcher. There is some good story, some good combat, or semi-decent combat, as well as some more characters to meet and interact with that we encounter both in the books, TV series, and the other games. So that's still to come. Miss Baden, did you only just join? Did you? Sorry, bad timing. Bad timing. Yeah, so I say I say it's time to pause midst of a battle. No, what I'm going to do is at the start of next session, we'll load that save. We'll see that cinematic. We'll carry forward. We will try and save the woman who was protecting the little boy Alvin. Alvin might be an interesting person. We'll find out. Grizz, the mods seem to be working. Yes, they do. I still can't get over how much better Geralt looks with these mods. Vanilla Witcher 1, he looks pretty terrible. So he looks so much better here, and it's aligned with 2 and 3, at least somewhat, so that's good. Dylan, you like how we eventually play Witcher last day of March, keeping to the schedule. That's it. We just snuck it in. That's right. My original game schedule said The Witcher 1 happening in March. We just snuck it in. Yes, Dragon Age Inquisition took way longer than I expected. Way longer than I expected. The Witcher will not take that long. And we're going to be breaking up the Witcher series because I don't want to be doing them back to back because we're actually still kind of waiting for the Witcher official, the Witcher 3 remaster to be released from CD Projekt Red, plus some time for patches and for it to settle in, plus some time for any relevant mods to be ported across that we might want to be using as well. So we'll be playing The Witcher 1, a game in between, The Witcher 2, 1 or 2 games in between, and then The Witcher 3 and all of its DLCs, and that's going to be a long game. Witcher 3 is going to be long. But it's going to be very good from what I've heard, so I'm looking forward to that. Dylan, but you're excited for the actual chapter. Yeah, cool. So we've set the scene. We've done the prologue. We know the start of this. So The Witcher, Geralt has amnesia. It's explored later how we got that. It's also touched on at the start of The Witcher 2 as well, as to how he got his amnesia. What happened to Geralt? Why was he injured at the start? Why has he lost his memory? That eventually comes to us. We get to learn more about that. What is Geralt's history with the other witches and Triss and everything else that may be going on? Why is Geralt so important? Why does he have ties to King Foltest and his daughter, Princess Adda, who we cured from being a striga? What's going to happen in this game? All of this to come. Who is the Harry Potter professor guy? What are they doing? And what other political dramas are going to unfold? All of this is to come. There is multiple chapters. The storyline's pretty good. There's just some clunkiness with the age of this game. However, I think the mods are doing an okay job to try and modernize it as best as I can anyway. So Delan, it is. Witcher 3 is so good. Yet, and Ms. Baden, 200 hours of The Witcher 3. Holy shit. That's a long time. That might beat our record of Dragon Age Inquisition, because holy shit, that went for a long time. What I'm likely to do is to play. I'm itching to play the Fallout 4, so I'm thinking we will potentially play Fallout 4 after The Witcher 1. Although maybe what we'll do is play something shorter like Guardians of the Galaxy, then Witcher 2, then Fallout. I don't know yet. And we'll see what else is happening at the time, then Witcher 3, then maybe Skyrim or something after that. I look forward to playing Fallout 4 because I've only played it once. There's a whole bunch of awesome mods that I'm slowly building up in my playthrough. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be an unusual playthrough given the characters and the story we can uncover with a particular mod. It's going to be very good. Look forward to showing you all that. But also, I'm craving a bit of a sci-fi element. So I love fantasy, I love sci-fi. I get burnt out doing too much of one or the other at a time. But anyway, we'll work it through. Grizz Candy Crush. Yes, I will do 10 minutes of Candy Crush at some stage just for you. One of these days. One of these days. Soda Crush, not bad too. Oh, Candy Crush and Soda Crush. Oh, that sounds pretty fun. Cool. One thing I did forget to ask is, of everyone who is tuned in, how much do you know of The Witcher, either the books or the TV series or the games? Do you know much about the story of the books or the games, for starters? And do you know much about the expanded lore, the broader lore and knowledge or the information of the Witcher universe? Grizz knows about 2.65. That's good. That's very precise. I disagree, Grizz. I know you haven't played the games, so I would say that your knowledge is more like, 0.9 or something lower. But I am interested to know what people's existing knowledge and understanding is, because that's going to help fuel what we do. Wiki, you read a lot, fair enough. I read a lot and I YouTube a lot as well. One thing that is difficult and frustrating for me is playing, like whenever I play a game, I like to read up on the lore and understand the world before I get into it, as well as watching tips and tricks before I get into it. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers and streamers make some really handy tips and tricks guides. Thank you to those people. A lot of them are very conscious about not including spoilers because they recognize that people are wanting to play the game and they don't want anything spoiled. They just want some tips on how best to play it. Thank you, those guys. Most people who create lore and information videos include spoilers from the fucking games. A lot of people, like myself, like to learn about the lore and the universe to better understand the setting of which we are immersing ourselves into. But we don't want game spoilers in there. Come on, YouTubers, get your shit together. Be conscious of that. A lot of people wanting to learn about lore from YouTube videos and written articles are because they're actively playing the game or they're about to play the game. Some people are interested enough to do this after they have finished the game. I have fitted into that category for the Elder Scrolls series and Skyrim and so forth. But the interest dies off after that. So if you're a YouTuber who makes lore videos, stop putting spoilers from the fucking games in it, because we want to learn about it so we can immerse ourselves into the game and get a richer experience with no spoilers. Anyway, rant over. My intention, as I say, through these streams is to try and give us all a rich experience to understand the lore, the stories, and the characters, to get the most out of the games, to do things in the best order, to get the most interaction, the most dialogue, and all that good stuff. And that's what we'll be doing in this series. In some of the other games I've already played, I know what we're going to be doing already for Fallout and Skyrim, for example, for maximizing content and putting my own slightly more interesting character twist on our character origins and how we loop that into the story. That's going to be so good. Miss Baden, you're up to 80% lore. You promise you'll keep your mouth closed. No problems. Like I say, tips are always welcome. Lore discussions and information always welcome. It's just spoilers into the game series that we're playing. That's what we want to avoid. All of you so far have been amazing and all of that, so thank you very much. Vito, you've seen both seasons, The Witcher, and have read some stuff. Excellent. Frosty, 90% game lore. Legend, well, Frosty is actually our director for this playthrough, so that's to be expected. Lyrium T, you've seen the show and played Witcher 3, and you know vaguely about Witcher 1. Very good, cool. The Witcher 3 probably has the most deep and interesting storyline from what I understand, and I believe the side quests also tie into it, which is also very cool. The Witcher 1 and 2, the stories I think are okay, but they're not amazeballs. But the world is cool, and we want to get to The Witcher 3, so we're going to be playing everything properly and thoroughly. The universe is amazing, so I love it. Dylan, just Witcher 3 with your partner telling you laws, never read anything related. Awesome, no probs. That maybe I'll be able to teach you something law related for a change. That we'll work through that as we go. And Grizz, even if you know stuff, you don't know stuff. And Vito, you think it was Witcher 2 you played, no probs. Witcher 2 has a much, much better engine. And better graphics and everything, and it does have some interesting story elements and characters, but the visuals in The Witcher 2 are very good, especially compared to The Witcher 1 and a lot of other games. And of course I'll be remastering that too, so The Witcher 2 when we play it is going to be very good. Look forward to doing that as well. Bright, seen both seasons, watched a bit of lore but need to learn more. Yes, and that's part of the hard part. Watching and reading some of the lore without getting game spoilers can be a challenge. But we'll be covering it through this as we go along. I'll do my best to reveal what I know. However, some of my knowledge is also limited because I've had to stop reading stuff or stop watching stuff to avoid spoilers from the games. So I appreciate anyone else who wants to contribute, or if you have some useful references, post them on Discord. Chuck them in the lore channel on Discord. We have an awesome lore channel. We have awesome other channels like arts and crafts, pet picks, cooking, memes, lols, and free giveaways and everything. But the lore channel, chuck them in there. If they've got some spoiler-free links that we could perhaps have a look at for either wiki articles or YouTube or whatever. Now, I was going to just post a link to Discord. Let me get my links out, because apparently I did not copy them ahead of time like I normally do. I shall paste that in now. Links are in chat for joining Discord or visiting our Patreon. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, links are already in the description below. Vito, you've played Witcher 2, but it was on console and many years ago. Fair enough, very good. Yeah, there is a lot of good lore in this game. I like it's an unusual universe, I guess. It's different to most other fantasy type settings without being, I don't know, wonky. Like, it works well in The Witcher. I like it. What's also cool is within the Witcher universe includes shout-outs or references to old European stories and tales, such as things like Baba Yaga, such as things like Beauty and the Beast, like the original story that inspired like the Disney movies, right? The original old European myths and tales. Some of them exist in the Witcher universe. So I enjoy those elements. Although most of them, I think, are actually done in the books, not in the games. But anyway, cool. All right. So I've just talked for like 10-15 minutes straight. I apologize. Hopefully I haven't bored anyone too much. Hopefully you like where we're off to in the Witcher series. I will be posting some more information about the mod setup that I'm using. There is a rough list listed on Twitch already, as well as our game schedule. So if you want to get involved with that, check out my Twitch profile. It shows our streaming schedule in your local time zone. And of course, episodes always make their way onto YouTube. You can also always watch these streams on YouTube as well. There's playlists for that. I'll get a link for that at some point also. And right, there was one episode in the TV series that drew on Beauty and the Beast. Yes, that was in season 2. And that is also in the books. Very well done, in my opinion. Very well done. Both the books and the TV series. With plot twists and everything. So it's very cool. Awesome. All right, that's enough talking for me. I apologize. There's been a lot of talking at the start of this game and now at the end of the first episode. There's always some extra talking and explanation that we work through at the start of a new game. The good thing is the pacing of the Witcher series, from what I've seen, is pretty good. In the Dragon Age stuff and Mass Effect stuff, sometimes we spend like an hour just doing dialogue, and then finally we get to do some action, and then it's like another hour and a half of straight action. In The Witcher, I think you get a good balance of dialogue and action, so I think the pacing should be pretty good. That will be something I need to manage less, and with Frosty's direction, we'll also get the best out of the continuity of the story elements as well. Cool, enjoying it so far. Thank you very much, Grizz. Like I say, we'll work through The Witcher, then we'll be on to another game after that. Have your say as to what you want to see played next, but the Witcher series is something I'm very excited to be delving into. There's a whole bunch of lore we'll explore together and explain at a reasonable pace as we go through. It's very cool stuff, very exciting. That's enough talking from me. Big thank you and shout out to our Patreon sponsors. Big thank you and shout out to Frosty, our playthrough director, for she is shaping how we do stuff and in what order. That's enough talking from me for tonight. This has been Nerdiness. I've been Shade. You have been awesome. Next episode is Monday. We'll crack on with Chapter 1, where things really do kick off and start to get interesting, where you'll start having suspicions and all kinds of stuff start to come along. It's going to be a fun ride. I remember Chapter 1 being one of my favorite chapters in this. So Chapter 1, I think, has one of the strongest plot lines within it. So come along for that. Good night, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon to you. Thank you for coming along, and we'll see you in the next one.